Okay.
It'll take me a few minutes. I didn't even load the game. Now, last week I had fixed all of the games, so
Okay.
hopefully we don't have 3 games going.
Oh, my iPad doesn't have any
I was
juice.
working on the house today, just doing a bunch of stuff. They ripped
Chloe,
down
girl,
the
I've been running today. I had to go to the dentist. I forgot about that until I got a little alarm on my phone an hour before as a reminder. I was like, oh no, I gotta go to the dentist. And I am a white knuckle dentist patient. So like I have to like mentally prepare to go to the dentist. And I was so upset
True.
that I forgot it was today.
Girl, nobody likes the dentist. Nobody.
Ooh, I've had yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
not even gonna lie. I used to have the best dentist in the world, the best. And I one time I was just a new patient, and Ed had woke up with a horrible, horrible toothache pain, and he's like, and he's like, "What are we gonna do?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let me call my dentist. Let me see what he says." He's like, "Get him in here right now." I mean, instantly. We and it of course, we couldn't go I'm pretty sure that we couldn't go right at that time, and he called
Right.
him in pain medicine, which no dentist ever does that, and he took
Right.
care of Ed instantly, and I thought, "Okay, I'm gonna like him forever." You know what I mean? Because he never
Well,
even got to see Ed, but he cared, as a dentist that he was in so much pain, and that's the dentist you want, is people like that.
absolutely. Well, I'm going to tell you that I am such a I just had traumatic like experience when I was younger. Like my very first filling, my mother took me to the like school of dentistry at the University
Good
of
lord.
Chicago. So my first cavity took 3 hours to fill. I was 16 when I had my first cavity, and
Wow.
then I went
It's
like
tough.
I started working and I had my own like health plan and dentist and all that stuff. And so I went to the dentist. I had a dentist like a toothache, and so I go and he's like, "Oh, you need a filling." I was like, "Okay." So he does the filling, and he goes, "Okay, we're all done here." And I'm like, "Oh, do I have to come back?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And because it took him like 10 minutes to do the filling. I go,
Mhm.
"Well, you're not done yet, are you?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, my first filling took 3 hours." He goes, "Where the hell did you go for a filling?" And so
Oh
I
my
told him, and he said, "Oh, yeah." He goes, "And then they gave me like 12 shots of Novocaine because they weren't giving me enough, and the student was nervous. So then my mouth was like numb for 15 days after. I mean, it was
it's
ridiculous. So now my
terrible.
dentist now has actually put me under gas to clean my teeth before.
I believe it, man, because that's rough.
Yeah,
I
it was
I
horrible.
remember walking out of my dentist office, and this is, I mean, like, probably my 8th visit, and, um, I walked out, and the mail lady, because it's in a small town out by my parents' house, it's a very small community, and I go
Right.
skipping down, like, the sidewalk, and the mail lady goes, "Wow." She goes, "You just walked out of that dentist office." And I go, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "I've never in my life seen anybody smile leaving the dentist office." I said, "Oh." I said, "Then you are not a patient yet." She says, "No." She goes, "And I'm scared to death." I said, "Right there. He's your guy." And sure enough, my next visit, she was sitting in that office. She was like,
Oh,
she came up and gave me a big hug. She was, "Man, you were so right." I was
oh,
like, "Well, I'm glad." I said, "'Cause it took me a lot to even get myself in here, and when I did,
right.
it was because of my sister." My sister promised me. She goes, "I promise you all my life." And I'm like, "You better not be
Oh,
lying." I was like, "'Cause I'll leave in the middle of this." Like,
right.
'cause I, you know?
Well, my dentist is phenomenal. I love my dentist now, but I'm just like I just get all worked up. And so she finally, I had to have one of those deep cleaning one time, and she just put me under. She said, "I know you'll never be able to handle this. So I'm just going to put you under a little bit of gas." And then when I came out, she was all done. And she gave me the gas mask. She goes, "I want you to bring this every visit because, we'll decide when you come if we're going to gas you or not." So
Oh,
I did.
shit.
I used to bring my own little gas mask.
Oh
It
my
was so
God.
bad, but guess
That's
what?
so
I got the
funny.
work done. So bad. So bad.
It's
So
alright.
bad.
Nobody likes a dentist. Nobody. I
So
mean,
bad.
well, my dentist, he upped in committing suicide, and
Oh,
it was beyond sad. It really was, because when I tell you he was the best, he was the best.
no, I'm sorry to hear that.
He was like one of them people that actually cared, and he was so gentle with you that you didn't even know there was a tool in your mouth, needle, whatever he had to do.
That's such a good dentist when they're so gentle.
Yeah.
And
I
I'll
did
tell you, the
find
girl
one
today, she's been
after.
cleaning my teeth for like 10 years. And she stopped. She goes, "Take a breath. Are you okay?" I go, "Yeah." Because I like literally am holding on the arms of the chair. And she goes, "Are you sure you're okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me." And she goes, "Yeah, take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths." So bad. It's so bad. I can't help it. I can't help it. So remember your Lamaze breathing they told you when you went to Lamaze class for childbirth? That's what I do when I'm in the dentist chair. I'm like, in, out. I practice my breathing. It's so bad. So bad.
Asian lady's just like, "Thank you." We were giving her chips. I hear you. But you know what? I did find one, a dentist, and he was okay. A little bit like, "Okay, this is what we're doing, open up." And then he does
Yeah.
it, and then boom, you're done. And there's no like, "Hey, how are you? How's the family?" You know what I mean? That's
No
the
small
difference.
talk.
Right. Like, "Open up, come on," because he's like this with us watching. But he was good.
Oh
But
gosh.
he's just like, "Time, okay," and then he's yelling at the staff as he's, like, digging in your mouth and telling them what to do and who's next and put them in room 3, and so he is constantly moving that office and, like, working that money. And you just kinda you can't laugh, I mean, it's in your mouth, you know what I mean?
Right. 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 No, I get
And
it.
yes, that didn't sound good. It's alright. There's only one person watching. Whoever's watching, sorry.
That's
Well, he
hilarious.
was, but I'm just saying, like, he was taking a tooth out of me, and then he was like, "Okay, I want you to count to 3 with me." And then you're looking at him, and then he's doing a countdown, and then he goes, "Aha, I'm already done." Like that, before he even starts counting. Like, so, I mean,
He's
that's
a
how good
smart
he was.
aleck.
He is.
He's a smart aleck.
And it's like, and then I says, "You didn't let me get to 3." He goes, "I know." I think he just like that was a highlight for him, you know? I
That's
don't know.
hilarious.
But yeah, there was no small talk. Like, now my knee doctor, man, he would make you lunch if you were in his like, he would
Oh
if
god.
he had food in his office, he'd be cooking for you. Like, he is so nice. He wants to all know about my whole family. Like, my whole
Oh,
family comes here. He's just like, "What?" And then I told him who, my sister's mother-in-law was. He goes, "Now wait a minute." He's like, "Oh my god, this is all making sense now." And
oh,
I mean, he's the best knee doctor ever.
that's
Like,
awesome.
he really is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and all doctors can be like that, and he's asking you how the family is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
He
I think
really is.
that's important. Honestly, I think it's important for a physician to build that repertoire or that relationship when they come
Mhm.
in. Because you only see them once every year or once every 2 years. And,
Yeah,
like,
and
you,
he's so great. He wants to know, like, because he knows I play poker. He's like, "There's nobody in my that none of my patients are like that. Nobody. I don't know
awesome.
anybody plays poker." I was like, "Awesome!
Oh,
Look at everybody playing poker in his office." He
that's
was like,
awesome.
"This is wonderful." So he's always, because he was always giving me a shot before I would go on a trip. You know what I mean?
Right,
He's like, "Where are
right,
we headed now?" You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, for sure, honey.
And yeah, but he's one of the good ones. He's a good doctor.
I'm glad
But
you found
dentists,
them.
yeah, but dentists are never so good, I swear.
I have
Anybody,
to go 3
whoever's tuned
months.
in, we're talking about dentists.
I had to go to the dentist and I had forgotten it was a surprise. It was a surprise reminder this morning.
Did you
I
have
was
your
not,
gas mask with you?
no, I didn't take it because when they do this cleaning, they don't gas me because I have to go every 3 months for this type of cleaning. And so I don't have to be gassed.
Thank goodness.
Because my teeth are not that bad. Like if it was an annual, yeah, I probably would have to because the tartar would be so much. But I go every 3 months and that keeps up with the tartar. So
Yeah, that does hurt when they do clean them.
yeah, and I'm just prone to tartar. So I have to go every 3 months for a cleaning now. And it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, right? So here we are.
Right?
Here we are. Oh, my thing is falling down. There we go.
So we might have Mustang might join us. We're not 100% sure yet. Let me
Okay.
double check. I'm letting whoever's tuned in know.
Awesome. Hello. Say something in the chat if you're tuned in so we know who it is. Give us a shout out in the chat, y'all.
Early
Oh my God. I
bird.
have to tell you what happened today at the Mexican restaurant, okay? And I'm going to start by saying that we had went there a couple of days ago and we had this waiter who I
Oh,
think we
somebody's
I
there.
think his son repeated his, "Hey Bruce, thanks for writing something in the chat. Appreciate you, bud." Um
I'm
and
sorry, honey.
this um so my son must have repeated his order to this kid about 5 times, okay? When he was initially placing it. So we're like, okay, he's new, whatever. The kid brings out his order, it's wrong. So he sends it back. He brings out another order, it's still wrong. He wanted chicken tacos on corn tortillas. So first he brought him chicken
Mm,
tacos on flour tortillas. Then the
yum.
second time he bought him steak tacos. And he's like, I don't even want steak, I want chicken. So third time was a charm. Okay. So this is last week sometime. So we go back there today. Now we've been going to this Mexican restaurant for years and we know the owners. Okay. So we get in there and we get the same waiter, and both of us look at each other like, oh no, not again. But we're in, we're
That's
taking
something
one for the
funny.
team. And we sit down and the waiter comes over and he has like an attitude with us. Okay. And so my son tells him the order, which is the same thing: 3 chicken tacos on corn tortillas, right?
Right?
And, and the kid goes, on corn tortillas? You want those on corn tortillas, right? You meant to say corn tortillas, right? And we're like, I just look at my son like this kid's being a smartass now, right? And so um guess what happens? Of course, I lose with Pocket Jacks. Guess what happens? He brings the wrong order to my son. Okay. So now we're laughing because we're like, are you kidding me? He was a smart ass about taking the order. He repeated it like 5 times and he still got it wrong. That's how bad he is, right? So now we're laughing. So we can't get the waiter's attention, so we get our friend's attention. That's the owner. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I told him how to put in the computer because I know what you order, and he still did it wrong."
Oh,
So we're laughing. So I'm eating whatever. The waiter comes by. My son says, "Hey, can I have some more salsa and some napkins?" And he goes, "Yeah." So he comes back with a thing of salsa and a thing of nacho chips. He goes, "Here's your salsa and your half of chip." We're like, I look at my son like, half a chip? What the hell is a half a chip? So he thought my son said I had like a half a basket of chips or something. My son asked for napkins. Like, how do you get half a chip out of a
maybe he has
basket?
a language barrier.
I really think he has I think he has a hearing problem. I'm going to tell
Maybe,
you.
or something to do
I
with
think he's
language or
not,
something.
like,
Yeah.
he's not interpreting. He is a not a he is an he is not of Mexican descent. So he is just like you or
Well,
I.
depend. I know, but it depends
But
who he grew up with. Yeah.
I think he has a hearing problem, honestly, because he wasn't interpreting what we were saying properly, like hearing it properly. So anyway, so he walks away and we are like dying now because we're like, who brings us a half a chip? Like, what is this guy doing?
He's probably
So
thinking
now,
you're so crazy.
right? So now it's like we're dying. So now the order comes out, it's correct. So now he finally gets his food. Oh no, before the food came out, the waiter comes by and he sets the check in the middle of the table. Now my son hadn't gotten his food yet. And so that is one of my pet peeves when I go out. Don't bring me the check if we are not at the end of our meal. Okay.
Oh, see, no, Ed likes his check right away. Like, because he
Yeah,
don't
I
want to
know.
wait.
Well, and the problem is my son still hadn't got his meal and you're bringing a check. Like, no. So anyway, so I pick it up and I set it on the table on the edge, right? And my son knows because he knows I don't like my check before everybody has their food at least. And
I agree.
so
Yeah, you gotta like feed the
yeah,
table.
right. So I set it on the edge. And so he comes right away when he saw me set it there to get the check. And he picks it up and he opens it. And I said, yeah, just hold on to that until he gets his meal because his meal was wrong again. And he looked at my son. He goes, "Where's your food?" And he goes, "I had to send it back. It was wrong." He didn't even know that the order was wrong. Like that my son is sitting there with no food in front of him. Like that's how observant he is.
Well, maybe he was new,
Right?
honey.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my land, where the hell are we? So the owner brings my son his dinner and apologizes because, like I said, we're friends of hers. She knows us for a long time, right? And so my son is eating, and I mean, we're almost to the done with the meal, and the young man comes over to clean off some of the stuff off the table. And in doing so, he points at the 2 baskets of nacho chips and says, "Do you want to take those in a to-go box?" And we are like, "Oh no, thank you." And he said, "Oh, you just rather leave it so we could feed it to the mice in the back." And I said, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Yeah, you want to just leave it so we can feed it to the mice in the back." I said, "No." I said, "We're not going to take it though." And so I was like, who says that to a customer that there's like mice in the back? My food comes from there.
I'm sure they were joking. Hi, Chuck.
Oh my. Hey, Chuck.
How's it?
Are you having Mexican food too?
No, I love Mexican food, but you're just, I don't know if you're destroying the attitude.
I don't think I've ever had Mexican food. Yeah, never.
Oh my goodness. Did she really just say that?
I've had tacos. Yeah, burritos I don't like. That's like full of beans and rice and stuff. Like, it ain't good. I like
Well,
to
some
see
of
what
us
it
like
means.
those things. I
Tacos
don't
are
eat
good. I
burritos,
love
but I
tacos.
do like the beans
Tacos,
and rice.
yes. Oh, no
Well,
beans, no rice, like none of that, man. Jeez. This table's a little crazy. I've doubled up already on a straight. Took
even paying
somebody
attention.
out.
I got my jacks got cracked by a lone ace, of course.
Oh,
No surprise there.
Sherry's telling us her experience getting some Mexican food.
Yeah, I heard it. I like the mice in the back.
Yeah,
Well, it
I'm
sounds.
sure they were joking.
Well, let's put it this way: you have a lot more patience than I do because, I mean, if the guy had a hearing problem, that's one thing. But as many
Right.
times it would be like, I would stop and say, "Okay, excuse me, can we have someone else?" Because
Well, we
it's out of control.
Yeah.
I can't do
no.
that.
Let
It's
me
like
just say to you. Let me just say to you that I called the owner over, and I called the young man over, and I said to both of them, "I want you both to hear what I'm going to say to each of you, because I think that this is something that needs to be said." And I told the young man, outlined what happened as far as his comment about the mice in the back, and I said, "Honey, I know you thought you were joking, but it's not funny. My food is coming from back there. It's not funny. It's not a joke." I said, "If it wasn't for the fact that I know this lady for so many years, what if I went home and tomorrow called the health department and said, hey, this waiter's saying they've got mice in the back?" I said, "She would be shut down in a heartbeat." I said, "It's not a joke, honey. It's just not a joke." And of course, the owner's face is like, "What did I just hear?" And I told the young man, I said, I definitely know that you thought it was a joke and it was funny, but it's not. You can't joke like that." And he apologized and we were good. I gave him a $10 tip. My son was like, "You're nuts." I said, "No, because A,
Yeah,
he'll never be my waiter again. And this will
right,
ensure he won't
exactly.
spit on my food. Um, and I'm just going to give him a tip and send him on his merry way. And I'm good with that.
I still
Uh,
tip no matter what because I mean, you don't know,
I,
they could
I
just be having
do.
the worst day
Yeah.
ever. And they still
And
have to be at work.
I think he
Yeah.
does have issues, and how I have to be compassionate, right? I have to be
They still
compassionate.
have, yeah, he still has
I'm
faith
all
in
for
you
compassion, but
regardless.
there's a responsibility, and you don't tell people that there's mice in the back, and you don't, mess it
Right,
up that many without
right,
apologizing or whatever. It's
right, right.
100%,
it's
brother.
But
100%.
that, if it's that bad, just like you said, address the manager because some things are out of the waiter's control. It really is.
No,
And
I'm with
when
you.
you put that order in the computer, it
100%.
matters what the back of that house does. It really does.
So
I
when we
understand,
left there,
but
my son and I were like, he will never in a million years be our server again. Never,
I probably
ever,
would have
ever.
taken his notepad and written what we wanted and handed it to him.
well, let me know his name and let me know the next restaurant you're going to, and maybe I can get him hired there. And he's the only one available, that
Thanks
evening.
for looking out for me there, Chuck.
No problem.
I don't know.
No problem. We'll put a hidden camera and then we'll have a lot of fun. Raquel and I will be having a great time. Oh, there goes Sherry.
We'll have fun. I
Level
know.
4.
Honestly, I wish I had been recording the whole thing, because our faces alone had to be worth $1 million, because every
Right.
time he did something, we were like, what the hell is going on here? Like, are we being punked? Like, when he said, "I brought you half a chip," we were all like, what? I mean, we didn't say
He
nothing.
brand new. You know how people are dying for servers right now and people to come
No,
to work.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's
No,
probably
I don't care. I'm going to be my own server if that's the case.
Well, and he was serving another table, and that guy just kept going to get the stuff off of the
See?
waiters.
that been Chuck been like, I need a fork, I need a napkin, and I need a full basket of chips.
Yeah, it was. Oh my gosh, we were dying because we were like, "Damn it, we got him again." We were like, "Damn it, we got him again," and then it was worse than the
Well, wait
last
till you
time.
go the next time and you get them again.
Nope, 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 nope. That is not happening.
Okay.
1,000%. Nope.
Okay.
'Cause it's
Raquel,
gonna
you want to
be,
take a bet on this?
because it's going to be by special request. We want you as our server by special request.
We got a smarty pants in the chat. He says something in the chat. You said write something in the chat. So he
Yeah.
wrote something in the chat.
He did indeed.
Smarty
Oh,
pants.
smart Alec.
That was a good one, Bruce. Yeah, Mr.
That
Meaty.
was.
I had pocket fives when he had those aces. There was 3 aces on the flop. He had ace 10 and 2 aces and a 10 flopped and the 5. I would have been out. Like, because I would have called it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
man.
glad I folded free. I'm like, they were raising like crazy on there. I'm like, but it was a good fold on my behalf. I'm glad I didn't even see that flop.
Well, tomorrow's the ladies' event at Little Kings and Queens. And I'm going to give the ladies that make the final table a free printout of one of the pictures I take of them. So
Oh,
each
yay.
of them will.
Backwards. Sherry was backwards.
Oh, yeah, because I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to change that.
I don't either. You're asking the wrong girl.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, it's a coupon. It's going to go in the
You can
goodie
flip
bag.
it.
Oh, how am I going to
I
flip
know,
it?
I know. I was messing with you. Wanted to see if you'd actually
I
flip
just
it.
wanted to make sure that you understood that wouldn't work. But I'm going to put that coupon in each of the final table members' bags so they can get a free copy of one of the pictures I take of them tomorrow.
That's perfect. You
So
should
that'll be.
laminate those.
Well, I do have a laminator.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I do have my own laminator.
But no, it's
But,
still very personal and it's still very nice. Yeah.
well, it's on
Because a lot of people
cardstock.
will forget.
It's
Yeah.
on cardstock, so it's a thick
People
paper.
will forget. Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
when you tell them, because by the time they go home and they don't realize how nice the pictures are. You know what I mean? Once they go in there, they'll see.
Yeah, I like to say so. So I think that's kind of a fun thing to give them a copy of a picture of, when they made it to a final table.
Chuck, you're in her website with me and her holding up your photo at the lodge. Remember? I don't know. Is that one on there? I don't know if it is.
Of course.
Which one? Which one?
We took a
Her
picture with
Peaches
your
poker
picture.
pics.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
the other day I was out the lodge and I I took a picture with me with a picture in the background, and then I never did publish it. I went, this could come across, you know what I'm saying, egotistical, whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of went,
Let us post it. Hey, let us post it. It's much more fun.
well, yeah,
It's
well,
fun.
like I say, I thought about it and I went, yeah, I mean, I could see how somebody would go, that's kind of cheesy, and it's like, because even if you go and kind of making a joke, it's like,
Well, we were moving
Yeah,
people out of
people
our
are
way
so
to get to
crazy.
your picture to take a picture. And they
Yeah.
were in the middle of the card game. Me and Sherry said, excuse us.
Well, sorry, we got business here. We need that picture right now.
We were like doing a photo session on the wall here. And we're not the only one that does photo sessions at the wall. I noticed the last time Star was there, she was like this between her pictures.
Oh, okay.
So everybody gets that moment of the pictures on the wall with their selfie. It's a big deal.
Absolutely.
It's a big deal to have
Absolutely.
those pictures on the wall.
What time is open registration till tonight?
8:40.
8:40. So got 3 minutes.
I might jump in the game, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got.
You got 3
2
minutes. 2 minutes.
2.5.
Okay.
2.5.
Well, I've got. Fair enough. I might get on the game. I don't know. I might pop in and out a couple times here. I've got.
Okay.
I'm not going to go in the details, but there's some tough stuff going on with one of my family members. Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry to hear that. We will say a prayer.
I'm kind of cleaning up and doing other stuff and distracted and all that stuff. So if I'm not seem like I'm 100% right now, it's probably because I'm not 100% on this stuff. I've got other things on my mind, and so anyway.
I get it. Yeah.
Prayers
Anyway, I
for
think I will jump in the game. Just see, It does offer a bit of a break from things. You know, when I'm playing poker, games have always been that way to me. You know, when
Takes you to a different place.
yeah, it takes me to a different place, allows you to you take off. I better I'll go ahead and register, because if I don't, like you said, I'll miss it.
You got
Yeah,
one
you have
minute.
1 minute.
I just registered. So
Okay. You made it.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Um,
you're right next to me. Give me those chips.
good luck to you.
Well, we might have Mustang Mike join us. He wasn't able to connect with his wife's computer at that time, and he was having a little bit, like, I think he was doing something at the same time, and he didn't want to say so. So it's all good. Um, and you don't want to put pressure on guests, you know. So
Right.
we're easy going here. It'll be nice if we get him to join us. He's a WWF wrestler for the Gulf Coast, and
Oh,
he
wow.
plays poker.
Did you all talk to Chris?
No, I
Okay.
have not. I will send him a message tomorrow and try to get him, if he's available, for Thursday.
Okay.
That would probably be a good time, because the following week we're gonna be out. We're gonna be in Florida.
Okay.
So what's today's date? Let me see. 29.
Stupid River. You got
So what do
lucky.
you
How come
want?
you didn't
I
have
didn't
jack
get lucky.
shit?
That was skill. I was
I
watching
knew
what you
you
guys
didn't
had.
have jack shit.
Why'd you fold?
I didn't. I took it to the river.
What'd you have?
So
I had pocket sixes. You got bailed out when that 7 came on the river.
Of course. What'd you think?
You
What'd
got
you
bailed
think?
out. I knew you didn't have jack shit.
I had Jack King.
So the 5th will be our last show until we get back.
Okay.
The
Okay.
5th will be the last show.
How long gonna be gone?
Just a week.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
next
We'll
Tuesday,
just go on the
right?
weekend. So
Well, I've
next,
got, for the next few weeks, I don't know what, you know, it's a day by day thing right now on what's going on. You know?
Whatever
Yeah.
you need.
but
Whatever you need,
whoever's
bud.
playing the game, so just save a screenshot and send it to Keith or I or Sherry, and we'll get it posted.
On what now?
And for
Screenshot.
anybody listening, yeah, a screenshot of the winner when we're gone,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
when we're not going to be playing,
Okay, gotcha.
when we head to Florida. Florida's coming faster than we wanted. Like you can see in the background, that door.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, that's my project. I got all my supplies. I'm like so excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
I know.
Which
I'm
one did you
excited.
pick?
The first one, that with the purple flowers.
Oh, I
It's
love
very
it.
pretty.
Love it.
And I did like toasted almond, toasted coconut for the color of the door.
Oh, pretty.
So what I did was popped off the blinds the other day, and I scrubbed down the whole door and all the glass. And tomorrow I'm going to tape it off and apply the paint. Once that dries, it will take like 24 hours. Then I can start putting the film on the glass.
Oh, that's so fun. What a great
Yeah.
project.
But I bought all the supplies for it, and everything came. My Amazon order come, and it was great because I didn't know it gave me 2 full rolls of the film for the door
Oh, okay.
for price of one.
Oh,
So I think it was
nice.
like $23, I'm gonna say. But I think like, so it's very like, if we get tired of it, we could just change it. It's easy.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Which I
Right.
don't think I will. I mean, it's just. It's
What
gonna
a
be so
fun
different.
project. I can't wait to see it done.
And what
Well, it took
You
before.
mentioned-
See the blinds? See those blinds on the door?
are those? It looks like a. Okay, that's a mirror showing the doors, correct? The doors are in front of you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
And-
do?
The blinds are no longer going to be there.
Okay.
Okay. So wait, I'll show you a picture of it. I'll see if it's still in the thing.
Oh, you should. What the pictures you showed us the other day? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. It's going to be like this. It's going to be that. And what you can do is you can see through it, but you can't see in it.
Got it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they actually have different designs. They have like, but that door has, what's the best way I can say it? It's springed in. What's that called? Lattice.
I love it. I love it. Everybody's going all
Lattice.
in. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's one way to move up the ranks.
So I didn't want to pick anything with swirls.
Well, I'll
or
let those
See
two
what you
battle
started,
it out.
Sherry? See what you started?
I have pocket queens. I
Okay.
have pocket queens. I'm not calling both of them. I would have called one of them. I'm not calling both of them.
What they tied? Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous.
9011
I would have taken their chips, but I'm not calling with queens there.
Well, wait, how would you have taken their chips?
Because my queens tripped up. I hit a
Oh,
set
I
on
didn't see the trip. Gotcha. Oh, here we go again. Back to skill poker.
So whenever you see that door again, it will no longer have blinds
Perfect.
on it. Nobody
Good
will be
luck,
able to see
everybody.
in. It'll be
Good
like
game, good game.
Friday. And you still get the sunlight that comes through.
Right. Right.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm excited, and like I don't think I've ever painted the door since we put it in, so it's going to be good to like I painted the trim above it, but and the guy was trying to talk me into a messed up paint that was on the shelf just to get rid of it, and I'm looking at it, I said, yeah, no, thank you. I said, this is the color I want. He's like, it's pretty close. I said, pretty close, but it's not it.
But it's not the one.
I still had to pay the same price as that I'm paying for him to mix this.
Right.
So if he was going to give me $10 off the thing, then yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be a discount, or I'm not taking
But
your.
he wasn't offering any type of discount on it.
Yeah, forget that.
And then he's like, so how big is this store? I just looked at him. I was like, bigger than me. And he goes, about how big for you? And I was like, well, if I was to touch it, I still couldn't reach it. And then he just looked at me. I was like, dude.
You're hilarious.
I probably could reach it, but I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna listen in, but I'm gonna be shuffling papers a little bit, so I'm gonna turn off my
Okay, honey.
I'll be listening in and stuff. Okay, so
Okay.
if you got anything, not spicy. What's the word?
Yeah, you meant spicy.
No. I don't know. That's why I was careful on my words. It's like, no, what I meant was, if you hey, what do you think of these, drapes or something like that? You can say it. And like I said, I'll be listening for a little bit. I'll let you know. Again, I can't stay on super long tonight, but anyway, okay. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
That's funny. Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna fold my pocket nines, Haley.
How is your weather there, Raquel?
Yesterday was 9 degrees.
Oh, wait.
And today was what? What was our temperature today, Ed? 38?
Oh, no.
40. And Friday, we're going to be 70. Tomorrow's 70. So we went
80
from
today.
9 degrees to 70 within, like,
crazy.
Like, it's super crazy. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Yeah. Right now, we're battling pollen. I don't know if you saw it. I posted it. My whole car is probably a half-inch thick with pollen on it right now. It's crazy.
Oh, see, I'd be sneezing my head off. Oh, my God.
Well, I'm trying not to go outside. And I'm on I take my Claritin every day when it's this high.
Ooh, okay, let's go, Haley. I'm going to play. I'm ready.
Hey, y'all. Don't forget, our championship game is in the middle of April. And
give me an 8, baby. 8. Oh, labels.
donate a prize, we would love it. And you can let us know what it is so we could put it on the list of prizes and we'll have you mail it directly to the winner. And any prize is a great prize. A gift card, I mean, for $10 is a great prize. So if you have something you'd like to donate, let us know. We'd be happy to add it to our list of prizes.
Yes, and Cajun Lady sent pictures to you of the prizes.
Oh,
said
she did?
Yeah, she messaged you too.
Today
It was
or what?
no, last week.
I don't think so. I don't have anything.
I'll send them to you.
Unless I'm missing it. I'm looking through this quickly. Let me see if this it. No.
I'm crazy on this table.
Oh, wait, maybe this? Nope. I don't see anything, honey.
Okay, I'll have to send them to you because that was sweet of her. She
That's
had
awesome.
donated a poker table and a few other items.
Awesome.
There was a lady's purse and
Maybe,
stuff.
do you think she's sent it to my regular messages? Hold on.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because Lord knows, it's easy to miss stuff. Believe me.
Well, I'm still trying to get used to this phone.
Yeah, I don't see anything. So whenever you're ready. And don't forget, if you're the first one out, you're going to get the little bobble butt donkey.
Lucky you.
Yes, lucky you. It's the best trophy you'll ever win in your life. I love it.
It's cute.
That's actually the one I won for being the jackass. I got this in September of 2015. I was the first one out of the monthly tournament for $1,000 prize. So I got my donkey fair and square. I beat the jackass. Oh, too funny. I just think it's fun. Just good old fashioned fun.
I'm pulling up the private chat and I was like, why is this all weird? It was our private chat in here. I was trying to put the regular chat on.
Gotcha.
And remember, guys, and if you guys can see, this is one. I'll try to hold it as close as I can to the camera. And it's I'll model it. Let's see.
Oh, Stephanie just sent it to me. Oh, how cute.
Yeah, see? It is cute. And this is the ring set for ladies and a man's ring. It says, the guy's ring says, I am his queen, and the ladies says, I am his king.
Those are awesome.
They're just really cute, and they're black.
Yes. I'll have to find a man that I can give one to. It took you a minute to get there.
I can't say anything bad on there. Okay. We'll say that was off air. Okay. So just so you guys know, I'm going to say this is a size 10 and a size 7 ladies ring.
Nice. Well, Stephanie sent the pictures of the purses. That's really nice.
Yes. And I wear a 7 or 6 between, it depends, but this, as you can see, it fits. I'm no freaking ham.
In other words, she bought them for her. In other words, she bought them for her and Ed.
No,
that's what she's
Ed's not a ring person. He really ain't. I only bought him for the championship.
Well, I meant that's what you were going to.
And I actually only like silver jewelry. I'm very picky. And
me too, girl.
Yeah.
But I have to wear platinum. I'm allergic to silver and gold, so I can only wear platinum.
Yeah, no, I have so much jewelry. It's not even right. But no, this definitely I did not buy these for
Yeah,
Ed and I. Ed is not a ring person at all.
I
He's a
hear you.
construction worker. You know what I mean?
Well,
And I
whoever
sure
wins that I hope they are a husband and wife couple that play because
well, if not, and you're still
I
married,
know, I
I'm just
know,
saying he's still your king and you're
I
still
know,
his
but I just
queen.
think it's cute if they were a poker couple.
Yeah,
Yeah, anybody could wear them for sure. They're
right.
really for
Yeah,
sure, for
and it
sure.
don't have to be just poker related.
Oh yeah,
Sherry, you were saying you're allergic to gold and silver?
yeah. And
Good
when
for
I
you.
had when I was getting engaged, we had to go to the jeweler and get a platinum ring made. And we didn't even know if I would be allergic to it because there was nowhere that time nobody had like platinum in stock. Like now Tiffany stocks platinum. So at that
Right.
time we had to actually have a ring made before we could find out if I was going to be allergic to it. Oh, let me tell you, my intendant was not a happy camper. He was spending thousands of dollars on rings to be made for me, knowing that I may be allergic to them.
Well, I don't understand gold and I'm a little confused.
Well, we were
I'm
actually just
allergic. I'll
talking
tell
about
you,
it. Like our fingers will turn completely black from it.
yeah, I'll
Yeah,
tell you what it is. It's the nickel that's in silver and gold that I'm allergic to.
right,
And
right.
that's what they use
Oh, okay,
nickel
got it.
and gold to make it strong. And of course, there's nickel and silver. So I'm allergic to the nickel that are in both of those metals.
Okay. Okay. It's the nickel because gold, I mean, gold is a pretty, and as well as silver. I mean, silver is used in operations and everything else. Okay. And gold is used in a lot of different types of things where it's
Right,
a very, pure metal from what I understand. That's why I was surprised. So it's not the gold or silver, it's the nickel. I got it. Okay.
right. We were actually just talking about like all these ladies are doing these bath bomb things and you get rings in it. And like I purchased a couple because I was supporting the person that was having the party, but it turned my finger completely black.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I
And
just can't
like
wear it.
Raquel,
And they're
I
nice
bought some of
jewelry.
those.
Yeah,
And yeah, I like Raquel. I bought some of those bombs too to support my friend in Florida
yeah.
that's doing it. And I'll never wear them. So I give them
Mm-mm.
away to people. And,
Yeah,
I
I
told we
start
would,
giving them away. I gave my mom one, and then my mom, I had seen my mom wear it, and I said, "Well, where's your ring?" I said, "She's, oh, I still have it." And I think she just didn't want to tell me, and it's not cheap jewelry. It
no,
really
it's
is
not.
not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just if you're
And
allergic to
jewelry is
that type,
beautiful.
you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Jewelry
very
is
pretty
beautiful
jewelry.
for sure. For sure. But I just can't wear it. But I still bought it because I was trying to support my friend who was trying to get a business going. So,
Yeah.
and I knew I could use it for a prize. I'm always into something that I need a prize for or something. So I have him sitting in a little stack right now.
Oh no, I didn't post that yet, you guys. The with the prizes, but the championship game is on 420. And the reason it's not going to be on Tuesday or Thursday is just because this is Keith's request to have it on that day. And we will put the prizes out on a flyer and get it out to you guys. And we'll pin it in the flop house, just so you guys know, so you guys won't miss it. And most likely, I won't have time until I get back. But I
Right.
will do
So
that.
far we have a poker table.
Yep.
We have Stephanie is going to do. She sent us pictures of a backpack and a purse.
Yes.
Raquel has those two rings, a ring set, and I have Jeff Lissandro's autographed book.
Nice. And we
And
got an Amazon card from Miss Sharon, $100.
right, an Amazon card, and of course the donkey that I just spoke about.
Yes. And Keith is going to do a high hand for his hot
Right,
sauce. And
right,
he's going to put a bounty out on him if he makes the championship game.
right.
So, but
And I
don't
think
worry, he'll make the
was
game.
there a
The
was there a
pressure's
chip
on.
a poker chip set?
Yes, by oh my gosh, by Mr. Meaty. Yes, a poker chip set. Yes. Yep. I forgot about that. Yep. So we got a lot. Are you writing this down?
Of course I am.
Because I
Of
clean my
course I
desk off. I don't want any more notes on my desk. The only note that I have on here is this one here, and it's little. Usually I have piles of notes. And this is my daughter-in-law's mailing address, so I can send little munchkin some summer shorts.
Oh. Oh. So
Like,
that's what we have
we're
so
gonna
far.
mail him one every week.
Right? Those are some amazing prizes, people. Some awesome prizes. So thank you, everybody that's donated thus far.
Yes, thank you guys. You guys are the best. And my little munchkin, we were at my mom's house. It was so fun because I walked in the room and I go, "Oh, Kitty missed you." And he goes, "Oh," he's so
Oh,
dramatic. And he throws his arms over. He's like, "I miss you, Kitty." And he's
oh,
hugging me. And we did that like 15 times.
that's
It's so sweet.
awesome. He's come
Yeah,
a long way.
he has.
That's
My
awesome.
goodness.
Did the
Yeah,
party go good for mom and
it
dad?
was so good. It was so
Oh,
nice. And of course, my little brother didn't make it. I felt really bad when I posted the
but
pictures. I was like, well, he's gonna find out that we did the party without him. I'm like, but
well, it's unfortunate, but sometimes it happens, you know?
and like I said, we were planning it for weeks and weeks, and then everybody in his house got COVID, and I'm like, it's okay, we'll get it then. And then we all did with power outages here. Remember when we did all that? My parents
Yep,
without power,
yep,
we was without power.
yep.
And then the power came back on, then they were without power again. And I'm like, oh. So we finally managed to just be all in one same room for the whole day. So it was really
Awesome.
nice.
I know your parents loved that.
And they didn't know. And I said, well, they're going to know when I start unhauling the trunk with all this food in it. I was like, like, what's going on? Because I made a
And,
whole roast for meatballs. And I took a whole bunch of chicken in. We had cake, we
oh,
had cookies, I mean, we had pasta, we had
now how
oh,
did your mom like her rose thing?
she loved it. I'll tell you the
Oh,
best thing about the rose thing, okay? She says to me on the phone, this was 4 days before we were headed over to her. She goes, she says, "I forgot to tell you, for your sister's birthday, I got her an emerald green rose." I go, "Oh, did you?"
are
Okay.
you kidding me right now?
And she goes, "I have never seen anything like that in my life." I said, "Really?" I said,
Are
"Yeah,
you
I've never
kidding?
seen a green rose in my life either, Mom." I said, "That's odd." And she goes, "It was beautiful." She goes, "I wish I would have bought
Oh,
me one." I go, "You should have," is what I said to her. And she goes, "But it's a shame because it's gonna die." And I said, "Well, Mom, all flowers die." I said, "But you can't be like that, you gotta just," and she laughed.
right?
So when she seen that, because the flower that I
Oh,
got her never dies, but it's real,
yeah,
and it was
right.
green, she just looked at me. She goes, "Did you plan that?" I says, "Actually, I did not plan that." I said, "I already had it in the bag on the counter when you were telling me about
Right?
my sister's rose." She goes, "Oh my God." I said, "You were meant to have this." She goes, "This is beautiful." So, yeah, she absolutely loved it.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing that she had picked it out for your sister.
Right?
That's amazing.
And hers was just the loose flowers. It wasn't in the
Right,
globe, like, you
right.
know what I mean? But it's just still funny that that's how it
That's
worked out.
that is so cool.
All right.
So cool.
Crazy. And my sister
Oh,
goes, so I called my sister and I told my sister, I said, "Sister, you didn't tell me that Mom bought you a green rose." She goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that." I said, "Yeah, how'd you miss that?" Like,
right?
you just laugh. It was cute though. She goes, "I know I was so busy and I meant to tell you." I said, well, she went on and on about it. She goes, I know. She said she's still talking about it. I said, you didn't tell her about this rose, did you? She's no. I'm like, okay, I'm just checking.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh. It was so nuts.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it was a pretty good day. And then my dad goes,
I'm gonna.
whose birthday is it? And I says,
Oh,
I said, it's your birthday. He goes, no, it's not my birthday because his birthday until 3rd. I said, yeah, it's coming up, Dad. He says, so more or less you're trying to tell me you're not going to show up for my birthday. We all just looked at him.
oh.
I said, well, actually, we're here to celebrate your anniversary, Dad. He just
Oh.
laughed. But like I said, my dad is having a little bit of trouble remembering things, but he has his moments where he remembers everything.
Right.
And if he can remember his birthday, that was pretty dang good. Yeah.
That's awesome. He's having a good day.
Then I said, well, Dad, I'm going to be in Florida. He goes, I know, I'm just teasing you. Cajun lady says, I'm downsizing. She's moving. Cajun lady is.
Oh, where are
She's
you
moving
moving to?
Texas? Is that where she said?
Where are you moving to, Cajun lady?
I forget where
You
she
can't
told me.
move further away from me. I haven't seen you over here yet. You're in my state. You can't move further away.
Not very long. She's going to be out of here. Oh, Louisiana.
Oh, she's
She
going
said-
back. Okay.
Yeah, to Louisiana. She said, actually, that's where our guest lives, is Louisiana. She said
Yep,
anything
you
else
sure
she
do.
can donate when she finds it. She's donating it. Oh, labels. That's a big stack. What a good hand.
Yeah, our guest Michael was from Morgan City, Louisiana. Is that close to where you're from, Stephanie?
I've never been to Louisiana.
I have. It's not one of my favorite places. I'm just gonna say that to you because it is below sea level, so it's all buggy and it's very humid. And I don't do well with
mosquitoes. That's what I would gather from it, like mosquitoes, like swampy.
Yes, and
Okay.
and love bugs. These stupid love bugs are everywhere when they're in heat. They're these little black bugs, but when they're in heat, they're making love, and so they're flying around together in the air by the millions, getting it on.
I've never heard of that in my life.
Oh, they're so annoying.
Well, we have stink bugs in Pennsylvania.
Oh, we do too. We have them.
They're hideous.
Yes.
We're so used to them now. Like, but you still see them and you still go, like,
Yeah.
and you can't kill them. You immediately have to either get a tissue and gently pick it up and then open the door or throw it away, because you can't kill them. Because once you kill them, it's just terrible smell.
It stinks.
Yeah,
It stinks. Well, when it's love bugs time in Louisiana, they are flying. You cannot walk like from your car into a store, you're getting bombarded by these stupid love bugs. And they don't bite you, they're just everywhere and they run into you. It's so annoying.
Annoying. I'm going to say it was last year. I'm going to mistake it. Or it was the year before where they got bombarded with grasshoppers in Vegas. You remember that? They were everywhere.
Every freaking, like a freak of nature.
Like you couldn't even have an umbrella. They would just be engulfed around you.
That's how love bugs are, except they're flying in the air.
You're getting me itching.
And they don't bite you, and they don't, they're not trying to land on you. They just hit you because they're not watch where they're going because they're too busy. Because they're too busy getting busy, and they just, You get hit by a million of them just walking into a store. It's just annoying as hell. I'm
That's
just
what
not a
people were running in the casinos because of the grasshoppers. I don't know if any of y'all remember that, but that was an event in Vegas.
I didn't remember that it was in Vegas, but I do remember the grasshoppers. I
I
do
remember
remember.
people's on their timeline, they were showing footage of it, and people were running inside of the casinos.
To get
And as
away.
soon as they would close the door, you would hear, and you would hear them all just hit the glass. Like,
So annoying.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a big bug person.
I hear you.
I'm just not. And so, and Louisiana's below sea level, so it's really like it's heavy for me to breathe because my asthma, and it's real humid. So I'm not a big fan of Louisiana. I've always had a great time when I visited there. Always had a great time. But I'm just not for the climate. No, nope, not me.
Now, do y'all got like ladybugs? We
Yes,
got a million ladybugs,
yeah,
and they'll be perking here directly, like within a week or two. They'll just come out of the
yes.
woodwork.
Yeah, and you know what's so funny is like I don't ever remember as a kid having ladybugs in the house, but in the last I'd say 5 years I've had, not many, just a few here or there in my house, and I never remember ever having them in my house like growing up. Like,
Neither do I. Now, like
yeah,
my parents, okay, so they live way out, and
right.
it's wilderness. And mom's like, "Well, you don't want to come out here." She goes, "There's a million ladybugs." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" And what I mean is the entire side of the house is covered.
Oh no, we
Like
don't have them
outside.
like that. No,
And I
no.
was like, "Yeah, I'm not visiting. I'm good." I was
Yeah,
like,
no. I've never
"Good."
seen them like that.
Oh yeah,
No.
that's how many when it's
Wow.
like peak of the moment. Now
Well,
here,
my mom
it's not like
always
that.
said ladybugs are good luck. So if you got a house full of them, on the side of
No,
your
this
house,
one's on the outside because
yeah.
when sunlight hits it, so they go towards the sun, and they just cover that side of the front,
So
the
you
one
must
house.
have mommy and daddy must have lots of good luck with all them damn ladybugs.
I'm telling you, it's just terrible. I was like, yeah, no, thank you. My dad keeps the vacuum out because
Right?
when it's at the peak of the moment, that's what he do. Runs around and gets them in the window sills, gets them in the kitchen window, underneath the door. They try to come in, and he's like, I just go around and get them every hour.
Oh, poor daddy. But at least it keeps him busy.
Yeah, right. That's what me and my
Something to
sister
do.
said. It's just nuts. You wouldn't
Right?
think, like, and you would think, oh, it's cute, ladybug, because we remember as kids letting them climb on our hands.
Yeah.
You would not want not one of them damn things on you. You'd freak out.
Ladybugs don't bother me. They never have bothered
Yeah,
me.
you
But
have 10 of them on you, you'd be freaked out.
yeah, I
In
think
your
I've had two
head.
or three at one time, but that was it. Never 10 or more than that.
Mm,
No, two or
yeah,
three.
exactly. Maybe one you can remember
Yeah, two
playing
or
with it as a kid. I think like we remember our kids growing up getting them lightning bugs and putting them in jars.
right.
Those were the fun times. We don't got times like that now. You get
Hey,
invaded by the damn ladybugs.
I've got a leak of something. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, guys, I can do a top 14. We'll do a top 10. Tuggy's wife is in first place. 2 knockout. Way to go, Chicky. She's kicking butt and taking names. And we have IH Fan 32 in second place at 18K. Nets Queen 007. Third place Labels is in fourth at 17K. Odd Job at 16K. Fifth place KK Dragon. Sixth place. And this is a new player, guys. B4H4M4 Money. $. He is from Brazil. He is in seventh place. Renner is an 8th, and Harley Quinn 9th. Mathmaster is an 11th. Oh, I'm sorry, Bahu's 10th place. 1, 2, 3. And Bahu, just so you know, shrimp boat and butterfly. Bahu for next season, whoever gets the most wins is going to get a prize. And we're going to start that on the next season. So just keep that in mind, because I believe that you have been up there like tremendously with wins. Oh, the carpenter bees. Oh yeah, girl. Don't even. Those carpenter bees are mean as heck. Them things are big. They'd like drill holes in the wood. For sure. Those are those big ones. And they bite. Oh, still won that. Imagine that. With a pair of 10s and an ace kicker. I was going for the flush draw there. But yeah, he's our new player, you guys. I don't even know if he's on our table. And runner 029, I don't know who the name is, so if anybody knows. You shoot art, Bruce, you're amazing. Do you know who runner 29 is? If anybody knows, let me know. So I can put a name in.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I decided that. Oh, it's Blake.
Thank you.
That I was going to put my snow globes away. And when I opened it to take the batteries out, the batteries had exploded. So the acid was all over.
Girl,
So,
are you serious?
Yeah, so and the batteries have only been in there since Christmas, so I can't believe they've exploded that quickly.
Is it hot wherever you have them stored?
No, they're just on the shelf behind me here.
Is there a furnace or something?
No, nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. It's just my pantry's on the other side of this closet. So now, after we get off the air, I'm going to open the other two and make sure those batteries haven't exploded. I'm so upset. I'm glad I did this because, it would ruin them.
Yeah. Wow. No, that ain't nothing to mess with those. I can't believe they exploded. So it must have been the batteries. What kind of batteries were they?
They were not Duracell, the silver and black ones, the
Energizers.
Energizers.
And they exploded.
Yeah, all three of them.
So
and they've only been
that snow globe was turned on.
I just moved into first.
All right, and Chuck's in first.
Go get him, Chuck. Go get him, buddy.
Do you know what I'm saying, Sherry? Maybe it was turned on by accident, putting it into the box.
It may have been.
Something has to be like heated for that to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I started to put them away because I would be so mad if I opened this up and, if I came here in a few more months and opened it up and it was all screwed up. I would be so upset, honestly.
Batteries and things all the time.
I know, and leave them for years. I mean, I have things that I've been for years.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm thinking is that maybe the light is close to where the battery compartment is.
May have been, honey. I don't know. But I'm just happy I
Terrible.
bought it because this is
Bad
actually my
batteries.
favorite.
This Cajun lady said probably. They could be bad
Maybe,
batteries. Yeah.
maybe. So check your batteries, people. Check your batteries. And that means in every device. Where'd you go, Raquel? Get your mind out of the gutter, girl.
I was gonna say you're gonna be busy.
Oh no, I wear mine out too
It's gonna be
often.
up all night checking.
Oh my
Oh my
God, we have
God.
gone to a shit show here,
See, and check this, that one.
right? He didn't chime in on that.
Right? I was waiting.
He was looking for something
What
spicy.
was what was I supposed to chime in on?
You didn't. You missed
Getting
the
awful
spicy
noisy over
talk.
there.
You missed the spicy talk, brother.
No.
People checking batteries. You just
Oh,
never know. Lord.
oh Lord.
I had a comment, but we're just gonna leave that one for off the record.
That's funny.
I went to KK Dragon. You're raising up a little storm.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Katie. She's on to you.
I know. She's so funny. When I get a hand, that's when I put my glasses on so I can really see what's going on. And we're ready for your debut. And I told her, she says she's not getting a shower this time. I just
Her
heard
What's the debut?
because when we had her on last time, she wasn't on camera. All right, I am out, guys.
How many are left?
You're out. What are you doing?
Pocket jacks.
Oh,
Yeah, there was 2 8s on the flop, and so they gave her, full house. Did she get wait, did she get a full house? No, just 2 pair, 8s and jacks. This is to help take care of your mother. Oh, well, that's very sweet, honey. Well, I hope everything goes good. That's not always Sherry knows. Sherry's done that. Yeah.
and they're done that.
Yeah. And I haven't done that in years and years. Like, it's a lot.
It definitely, you definitely are carrying a heavy burden. That's for sure. And honestly, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'd do it all over again in a heartbeat.
Yes, exactly. You wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah, but the guys ripped down the old deck today, so I'm like
Oh,
excited.
exciting.
I know we're getting a new deck put in. I'm like,
Is it going to be the same size or bigger?
bigger? I'm like,
Oh, okay.
bigger. And then I'm gonna have
Okay.
to get a little chair and table out there. And goes,
Of course.
and goes, God. Actually, I don't, honey.
Don't you
Can't
think
say
you
that
should?
now before built.
I think you should put a roof on it so you can sit out there when it's raining.
Actually, I have a canopy that's on this bigger deck, so I do go out there. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I actually do have a smaller glass table with chairs, and I crammed it all on this deck. But I can actually open it up and take those and move it to that deck.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So really, it won't be so bad. And they're brand new and haven't even really used
Yeah.
it yet. I
Yeah.
think
You
we
just
sat at the
last
table once
year.
or twice. So
Awesome.
and yeah, so that's what I'll do is just move
So
those
how long does
over
it take him to build that type of deck?
like one day.
Oh, fast. Okay.
Yeah, he has a whole crew. They just like it's funny because they were taking it down and they're just really fast with demolition too. I was like,
Right.
wow. So,
Awesome.
and we probably haven't had a new deck on that side of the house in over 20 years because that's how it was kind of like a can or like a balcony kind of deck.
Uh,
It
Gotcha.
didn't have the steps in or access. You just went out it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And every now and then I would take a chair out there if I was in the kitchen cooking or something. You know what I mean? It can't be all the way on the side of the house. You know?
Right.
So
Right.
it'd be nice to actually have that there, you know?
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool indeed.
But I'm excited. So can't wait till that comes. And now I'm gonna actually have steps on it. So I'll go
Oh,
down. I'll be able, yeah, so it'll be different. You're putting
I,
steps on it, right? Yeah, he's putting
awesome.
steps on the bike. But it will be a lot bigger. So, and the crazy thing is, that's where all my flower beds are. So he's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna, that's all right. I was like, cover them up. Like, I have like a big butterfly bush that's at the end of it. So it will actually, it will look really nice beside it.
Awesome.
But I'm excited.
Well, that's something to look forward to. The weather's
Yeah,
getting nice and
it
you'll be
is.
able to sit there and have a cup of coffee.
Of course, deck season is being extremely, they're extreme right now. Extreme.
Yeah,
The
everybody wants
walls,
their stuff.
yes. Everyone
They've
wants a deck
been
like
thinking about
that.
it all winter long. Now they're gonna
Yes.
hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
What, Ed? Those contractors don't even call people back. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like Ed said, most contractors don't even call the customers back. So that's, easy jobs for him because Ed's right on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And
Yep. He picks up their slack.
yeah. How about
Nothing
they
wrong.
had another, what was this deck that took 4 years, Ed, for them to build? And two people never came back? 2 years.
Oh,
A little over a year. And
that's
didn't even
terrible.
get it done. That's terrible. And they just never came back. Left their
That
tools,
gives
everything.
everybody a bad name, doesn't it?
And Ed's like, don't you worry, we'll just get this. Ed will like whip it up and like, but it's a huge deck. And these people just, I guess, went to another state. Tools
Oh,
and
brother.
everything are still there.
Were they the gypsies? The gypsies do that.
I don't know who the heck they were, but man, it's just crazy how some contractors are.
It's a shame, really. It gives
Mhm.
everybody a bad name.
And the word of mouth is the best contractor. So if anybody's ever looking for a contractor, that's
Absolutely.
it. You got to write a post on Facebook, get on your social media, start asking. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's so many people that tag me and Ed in post one after another. And the only thing I can do is just put his phone number out there because, like, we're just that busy. So if they want, their price, and most people are just looking for a price, but
Right.
we actually had to stop advertising
Well, when
because
you're good,
too
you're
much.
good.
But of course, soon when the season starts, you push out I made him actually a video, and the video was really good, and it was a big hit, and he got lots of calls from it.
That's good customer service goes a long way because then
Mhm.
people ask their friends, who did you use? Oh, Ed Gent. Okay.
Exactly. So anybody,
I mean,
you guys, I say this for any contractor that anybody ever needs. It's word of mouth is your best contractor. So
that's what I
ask
do
around.
whenever
You
I need
know?
a service, right? Nails, my fingernails done. I need
Yeah,
a new roof, a deck. That's
your
what I do on Facebook.
hairdresser. Yeah,
Yes. Who knows
movers.
somebody?
I mean, anything that
Absolutely.
you need, the best way is just talk to people.
Odd Job just
So
got
you
knocked
guys
out,
want
by the way.
Odd Job's out. Good game, Odd Job.
Good game. How many are left?
11.
11.
Okay.
Mathmaster is in first place.
Go get them.
Third. I'm in first.
That's what I said, first place. Didn't
Oh,
I
I'm
say
okay.
first?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I said first.
Yeah, you said first place.
Okay. I was like, no. He's that waiter. He's the waiter at the Mexican restaurant.
No. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. Don't even go there. I thought you liked me.
I couldn't resist that one, Chuck. Oh my gosh. He's like, what? So yeah, Tennessee, I think that's where Keith is at. Keith is in Tennessee.
Was he going to Tennessee this week or was he going to one of the Carolinas? I don't remember.
I think it was Tennessee.
I don't
He was going
remember.
to Carolinas. He forgot to take me and Ed. I wonder. Like, I don't have no time to go
Right?
to Carolina, but I do love the Carolinas.
Tennessee or was it Kansas City? Hell, I don't know. I don't remember what he said now. I'm
I did
confused.
Tennessee. Oh, excuse me. That's what's happening there. I just remembered something because he said something to me on Thursday. That's what it is.
What?
Because he said something to me Thursday. That was
No,
happening.
isn't he going to Ohio because you guys were supposed to meet him? He's going to Ohio. Yeah, he
he's in
said.
Tennessee right now, and he'll be in Ohio on the 3rd. And then he'll head
Okay,
over to Pittsburgh. He is
because
checking down the highway, people. That's all we can say.
I just asked him. He said he's going to Kansas and then to Ohio.
So what happened to Tennessee?
I just asked him. I said, "Where are you going?" We forgot. He said Kansas and then Ohio. We're so bad at this. Don't ask us names of places. We don't
And
know.
then he was supposed to be in Pittsburgh. So what is
Right,
it, Keith
Sunday.
Major?
Sunday. You guys going to meet him or no?
It depends if he comes. Our Cajun ladies want to sleep.
Uh-oh. Wake up, Cajun lady. Wake up.
Have a cup of coffee.
Oh, God. Then she'll never go to sleep. She'll be cursing you. Although a good cup of coffee right
Chugged
now.
a whole ton of water. Now I'm on the little mini waters. But if I drink too much water before bed, then I'll be up all night just running to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Right?
But yeah, I love my water.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water.
I drink a lot of iced coffee too, ain't gonna lie. But
Yeah, I'm just a one cupper. If I have coffee or tea, it's just
It's probably why.
What did you say?
Because I said I didn't have any iced coffee today. He goes, "Oh my God, that's why you're so mean."
Oh.
I said, probably. I didn't have any today, baby. I was out.
She is not mean, but
Huh?
again, I don't live with her.
See, they said I'm not mean. Anybody but him.
I said you're not mean, but again, I don't live with you, so.
We're not going to tell him that first. Yes, of course, I don't live with you.
Oh shit. Oh, that's funny. That is funny, honey. I'm so glad I checked these snow globes. All three of them, the one had 3 busted batteries, the other 2 had 1 busted battery.
Do you buy them with batteries in them?
No, these are 2 years old. So I put in new batteries, and before I put them in the boxes, I always take the batteries out. So when I put them out in December, I put new batteries in them so that they'll last. You know, I can use them for hours and hours and hours. I've never had batteries bust before.
Mm-mm,
I mean,
neither have I.
not after that short of a period of time. It's crazy.
Let's check and see if our guest has
I could
entered.
see if I had them in there from year to year, but geez, just what
Mm-mm.
is 4 months?
I don't
3
know
months?
why. I was going to say
That's
you should Google it.
yeah.
I don't know what would cause it to do
Yeah,
that.
me neither.
You know what I
Me neither.
mean?
But now I'm kind of leery. Like I don't want to buy those type of batteries anymore.
I wouldn't. Maybe it's bad for that
Yeah, or
device.
maybe I just got a bad batch of batteries. It may just have been a bad batch.
See, look at the bottom of the globe and see if there's a warning label on it. It like a certain type of battery.
Nope, it just says 3 double A batteries not included.
So it doesn't give you any type, like sometimes it's alkaline or, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nope,
There's no restrictions.
nope.
Maybe actually write to that company. Tell them.
I think I'm going to write to the battery people and ask them.
They'll just send you a coupon for new batteries.
Well, I'd be okay with that. I mean, these shouldn't be exploding 4 months after I bought them and put them in.
And it was Energizer.
When you said exploding, are they leaking or
Yeah.
what? Okay,
Yeah,
well, so what kind of, I mean, it sounds like they're in some sort of heat or something. I'm just curious.
That's what I said, yeah.
No, they're just in snow globes. They're just in,
Maybe
look,
it got
here's
on
this.
and then got it in the box.
It's in this, Chuck.
I got you. I'm trying
and
to.
it lights up and the snow circulates when it's lit up.
No, I got it. I'm trying to think. I can't give you a good answer for it. I really don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
just
what
wanted you to see how big
cool.
it was. It's not like it's a big thing or I don't know.
No. It doesn't matter. I mean, the batteries are, if they're sized properly.
That's weird. I've just never had that happen like that.
They'll probably send you, and they'll probably tell you sorry, and they'll send you a coupon for free batteries.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that would be good.
Because
I actually had a bad batch of bacon one time from Sugardale, and I actually wrote an email to them, and they sent me back 3 coupons for 3 new things. And I was like, wow. I said, that was really nice of them. But it was so bad that I had to throw them away. Like, you couldn't even cook the bacon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way the machine cut it or whatever it did, it was so bad. But they took care of it. You know what I mean?
I would like to know so that I don't go through this every year.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're gonna have to get a little container and then throw all your batteries in there.
Well, normally what I do when I pack them to go back in storage, I take the batteries out and use them in something else. Because these are going to be out of commission until next Christmas. And I had just left them in this closet behind me because I was setting up a backdrop for a show.
Right. This is our pouch for batteries.
Yeah, I
We
have a little
so
bag. Yeah,
many. It's like an
I have
Annette little thing. But I keep it right under the desk, and I mean we've got like a buku load.
yeah, I have a little bag that we keep our spare batteries in, and that's what I do. I would take them
Yeah,
out and put them in that bag, and then if somebody needed one during the year, they
yeah.
can use them. You know,
I
so I was
think
just
back in the
surprised.
day, you would open up your junk drawer and keep them in your batteries in there. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I've
everybody has a junk drawer that you throw the batteries in.
I've done that too. Absolutely,
Probably
a
all
junk
still
drawer
have that
battery.
drawer. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Hell
bet
yeah.
people still have them.
Oh
You can
yeah.
go to my mom's house and open up drawers. And mom's like, just that's junk. I'm like, no, there's batteries in there. She says, your dad was looking for batteries. It's so
Right.
funny.
There's always, you know, that's the thing. Everybody's always looking for batteries or a pen or a little pad of paper, right? Oh, I was looking for that. I needed a pen the other day. I couldn't find one or a pair of
Yep.
scissors. You know,
Well,
the
you
junk
can't
drawer.
see behind me, but I have a whole thing of ink pens. Like it's full.
Yep.
I actually got some new pens from Ed's work. They're really nice. I was
Awesome.
like, oh, I was like, oh, I said I need one of them. So he gave them to
Oh,
me both. But I keep them even on his desk. I got his own caddy of pens because
right.
we're always needing it. You know,
Oh
gotta
yeah.
have my ink pens right there.
Yeah, and
Now,
I like mechanical pencils, the disposable pencils. I use these a lot. I use this mechanical pencil. 90% of what I do in life, I'm using this pencil.
is it yellow
I,
number 5?
it's yellow number 5.
Who remembers yellow number 5?
Yellow number 5.
Or was it number 2?
No, number
No.
2 pencils, but these are lead pencils. This
Okay.
is like
I know
a
what you're,
mechanical.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number
And I
2
love them.
or the school pencils.
Right. Number 2 were the school pencils. But I love the lead pencils. I use them for everything because they erase well, and yeah, I use
My
those for everything.
father-in-law worked for the state. Okay. He was the maintenance guy. And in the state stores, they would have the old fashioned.
Oh,
So the kids wanted one. Okay, so we used to have one in the kitchen back in the day,
we
and
did too. We
we
did
used to
too.
have kids in the neighborhood. Mrs. Dent, can we sharpen pencils? We're like, yep.
Yep, we had one too in our basement though, like coming down the stairs, like
Yeah,
with a little
yep,
wall. So my dad
yeah.
mounted it. Yep, we had one
I
for
remember
sure.
that. It was like a
Absolutely.
happening thing. It was I mean, it was being used a lot. It's so
Right.
funny, like they did in school. Poop my diaper? Risky business? Why'd you poop your diaper?
What are you talking about?
I'm just observing the chat.
Oh, okay. I don't have it open because I can't open it while I have this other
Is
stuff open.
risky business. Okay, that was the one that I just approved today. So sorry, guys. He's from Brazil. It sounds like it's a lot of fun.
All righty.
Want to do the game?
Welcome to Flophouse.
Oh gosh. Okay, I can't believe
What
I
would
said
you
that out
say?
loud.
What
Okay.
would you say if I said that there's a good chance I'm coming to Florida?
I'd be like, yay. Good. I
There's
hope
pretty
so.
good. It,
And it's funny because Tyler had a post out. I was people like not playing poker because of the gas price. I'm like, nah, I said Keith Napier's picking me up because he has gas company card. So,
oh,
so you ain't have to worry, girl. I'll be picking us up. But of
yeah,
course, we're driving because he's like, anybody else like suffering because you can't play poker because the gas burst? We're like, no, dude, we got
No,
friends.
no, I've worked my whole life.
You know me and Ed, we always get a rental car. And Keith's like, no. But no matter what, even if Keith doesn't make it to the airport, there's a free shuttle from the airport to our hotel. And the hotel is only like 6-7 minutes from the
Right,
airport. So there's no point of us. And then we're just going to Uber from the hotel over to the Hard Rock.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And if I want to go anywhere, we'll Uber to the beach. Like, you know me, I got to see the beach. I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, for sure, honey.
Yeah, I got to see every beach. That's me.
I should know probably by this weekend, but it's looking it's looking pretty good. It's looking
Good.
pretty good.
Good.
Fingers crossed.
We're going to have fun. Remember, we're going to have glow sticks on. I haven't found them yet, but I'm going to pull them out. That needs to
So
be
then
on
I
my
guess
list.
I need to come so I can bring you the damn glow sticks I found.
We're going to decorate our separate glow sticks.
I'd be like, who the hell are these people?
That's what they're going to do. The Flophouse was
I'd be
here.
like, who the hell are these people with the glow sticks?
Keith goes, you're only going to be in the poker room. I said, well, then I guess we're going to be glowing, ain't we? He goes, and the bar. We're going to be on the rooftop. There's a rooftop that you go outside and you get to watch all
Yeah.
the lights and the show from the guitar. I'm like, yep, we're going to the rooftop. Keith's like, oh, God, Lord. I don't think he was real happy about that part because he's already
'cause of
seen
height.
it.
Yeah, and I don't know if he likes heights, does he? I don't know.
Well, you're really not. It's not. How should I say it? It's kind of like, the guitar is like this, okay?
Yeah.
It's kind of like halfway
Oh,
from
okay.
the body. You know what I mean? It's not like up on top and then you're looking down. You're kind of like as it curves, then it's the bar, and then the
Okay.
rest of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, can't be that high. I mean, I don't know how
Gotcha.
big this guitar is, but
Yeah,
from what I see
it's
from the
huge.
pictures,
I mean, it's huge,
kind of
but
like
I don't know how many
halfway.
floors. Yeah. Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
give
say
out a
2
little
or 3, 2 or 3 floors, maybe.
stories.
Yeah, I pulled up the area map, and I don't think it's like humongous. I think it's
Gotcha.
just the whole.
Right.
Like, they have the guitar, and then some of the casino goes the building.
Got-
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
Like, when we're in the poker room, we won't be where the guitar part is.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's the hotel. The
Does that make
guitar is the
sense to you? Right. The guitar is the hotel. It's like whenever you go, when you enter it, you go all the way back to the poker room. But like he
right.
said, they have
Been to
its
the
own,
I've
it
been
has
to the
its own, like where you get your card and your own money and everything right there. So you don't have
players.
to go player's card, and you have your own food court and your own restroom, so you don't have to run through the casino looking for a restroom. And they have like a smoke place where you go outside, which
Okay.
is good. Terry
Cool.
can go out and smoke her happy stuff with Keith.
Oh yeah, that's me. Nah, but I just wanted to give a little shout out to Stephanie Napier, who is not feeling good. She's got food poisoning, so
No
hopefully she'll
way.
feel better by tomorrow.
With the sheet.
I don't know. She just had wrote a post, and I thought I would give her a little shout out.
Goodness, sorry, baby doll. I hope she feels
Yeah,
better.
not good. Not good. How many folks we got left in this game?
Let me see. I can't see without my glasses. 10.
Awesome. Almost final table.
Math Masters in 3rd. No, I was going to say I was good at messing with him, but he's in 3rd.
For real this time, you jinxed him.
No, not at all. That's good. It's all good.
Still got, yeah, but I mean, you didn't lose that many chips. IH Band's only got like less than 4K chips more than him. Yeah,
It's close, neck and neck,
close. Yeah.
neck and neck.
Oh, the B4H4M money. Was that who was
Plus,
written in our chat? I can't find it now. The one that said he was pooping his pants in our game chat.
Aha! I caught some bluffing going on there. I caught some bluffing going on there.
I got
The intuition is good tonight.
Let's see. We'll pull your game up. Oh, yeah. See, he's the one that's from Brazil. But he was on both game chats talking. That's why I was so confused. Like, who the heck is he? He's the new
Gotcha.
player that I just approved. So we really don't know who he is. He's
All
just
right.
from Brazil.
Well, welcome, welcome.
It's my medical herb, the Cajun lady. So you would be on the balcony with Keith then.
Who said that?
Anyway, where's Keith tonight?
Cajun lady.
What's that?
The Cajun lady. Her medical
Oh,
herb.
No, Keith. Where's Keith?
he's going to Kansas, and then he's going to go to Ohio after that.
Okay.
Well, sure, he wouldn't know that. No, he ain't here. He's in Kansas. Is that where he's at, Kansas? You just said?
Yeah, he's on his way to Kansas.
He's on his way to Kansas. He asked me a question about the weed. I said she wouldn't know that.
I'm not the one.
Oh, okay. So what was your question? If you're in Pennsylvania, can you buy weed in Florida with your medical card?
I don't see why not.
I don't know.
I don't see why not.
I'd be like, hey, Google. Google.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Look, does it say on the card?
He's like,
Only
hi.
Only valid?
I don't know. It doesn't have. Do you have a medical card? No, but he'll get one.
Well, let us know how that all works out. So we'll know in the future.
I don't think he has one. But
That's so
he's
funny.
like,
She
I'll
said,
get one. Well, he wants something, he goes and gets it. That's just what he does.
you know,
Yeah,
we've
he
come
does.
to the point in our life. You know, we've all come to the point in our lives that if you want something, you just go get it.
That's just how it rolls, baby.
Yeah, that's just how it goes.
We don't mess around anymore. I wanted a puppy. I didn't just go get it.
You almost did.
I almost did, yeah.
You almost did, though.
It was pretty far away. If I could afford the plane tickets, I would have done it. And it was a free German Shepherd. It was, oh my gosh. She goes.
He was cute, or she was cute.
No, so cute. I was like, oh, I'm sure she found a home for it.
Well, I actually saw a post. Somebody had gotten a German Shepherd puppy, but they can't keep it because she has like 3 kids or 4 kids and it's just too much. And so they're getting rid of it. But I think they're in Washington State. And I was like, oh, God, that's way too far for Raquel to go get that dog. I just saw that the other day, too.
You know, people don't understand, like, all puppies, it doesn't matter if it's a German Shepherd or not, it's gonna be hyper. And it's gonna be a lot of work.
Well, what she had put in the post was that they had represented that the dog was potty trained, and it isn't.
Oh, geez.
And she doesn't have time to potty
no
train.
puppy comes out and was like fully potty trained and ready to go. They're pretty smart, but they only retain to the owner, like, as far as rules go. Like, you have to train your dog, and they have to follow back on you. So, if they're not following back on you when you're training, it just means you're not being a good
Oh, and
trainer.
I tell
That's not your good dog.
when I hear a mother with kids, like young kids, say they want to get a puppy, I always try to discourage them. I'm like, girl, you got 3 kids, and a puppy is like 4 more kids.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
think about what you're doing here. Wait until all the kids get a little bit older so they can help with the responsibilities of that puppy.
Yeah. I remember when I got
Otherwise, it falls
stable,
on.
my grandson was here. He was watching movies, and I said, Granny's going to go in and load the dishwasher. But I said, can you keep an eye on the puppy? He goes, yep. And I said, don't let him like chew anything or do anything like real bad.
Right.
He's got it, Granny. I'm standing there. He says, Granny, you better run. You better run.
Oh
And
God.
I go, what, bud? He says, he's chewing your cell phone charger. I was like, oh.
Oh no,
I went
no.
to turn to like go in the living room and I heard my whole knee crack. And I was like, oh, so I was stuck in the kitchen. I was like, well, if you choose it, you choose it. But yeah, I heard my
Bummer.
whole knee crack. I'm like, man, I can't even run after a puppy. I'm like, this is sad.
Oh,
It was so funny. But she was really easy to train. She really was. She's
yeah, but
such
you
a good
didn't
dog.
have 3 little kids running
Mm-mm.
around.
That's just it.
You could,
I had her. Yeah. And there's
yeah.
actually a little trick for potty training. Like you put bells on your door. So every time you take your dog to the bathroom, you ring the bell and then you open the door and you let them go. And then when they come in, you give them a treat. So once they've learned those steps, they start ringing that bell all on their own. Like
Sure.
I can be all the way in the kitchen, I can hear the bell going. Now I know
Right,
she's got to go.
right,
But then we put it on all doors. 'Cause she has access to go out any door she wants. You know what I mean? Now,
right,
if you only want access to one door, then you only put one door. Yeah.
right, right.
And then some puppies are super smart. They were like, "Oh, it's treat time." You know what I mean? And they don't really want to pee. They just want a snack.
Right.
So then you have to start breaking the treats in half or like, you have to get smart, but yeah, puppies are fun. And
Honestly, I love puppies so much that I would, if somebody wanted me to, I would housebreak their puppy and then give them the dog.
no, not me. If I do all the work, I'm keeping it.
No, that's how much I enjoy working with puppies, that I have no problem training them and giving them to whoever wants it. I just love the puppy stages.
Oh, I do too. They're so sweet and they're so fun. I think her hardest thing for her to learn was to go down steps.
Oh.
And it really was a task for her because I actually had to put her leash on her and go down each step and then let her like set her butt down and let her know that it was safe. And
Right.
then and then you go on the next one. And we get all the way to the bottom, and she would zip back up. I'd be like, "Come on." She'd be gone. She'd be like, "No, thank you." We already did it.
He didn't want no part of that action.
She didn't have trouble going up the steps, it was going down.
Right,
And I
right.
mean, she's 100 pounds now, so she flies up and down these steps. I think the funniest part is if she sees something in the yard and she's sitting in the house and she zips like you ever seen that cartoon Underdog? Like how fast
Oh
she
my
would
God.
go? She would go too
Underdog.
fast. Right, that was her. That was Sable when she would see something in the yard, she'd be like, gone like the
Oh.
wind. And you would just look over and you'd be like, well, what just happened? And you know that like she ran, but it was like in a blink of an eye, she was gone.
That's
Super fast,
hilarious.
super fun.
Okay, I just sent a picture
Okay.
of Peachy. Peachy is at tennis practice with Natalie and the team. And I
Mm-hmm.
guess today was the first day they could practice outside. And I think Peachy's enjoying it outside. I just sent them to you. She loves her team. Those girls love Peachy because, they're living away from home. Some of them are
Oh,
from different countries. And so that, Peachy being around helps them. It's good for them to have that pup around.
oh yeah. It's still downloading.
Okay.
It does. It's hard for them, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Peachy gets all kinds of extra loving from the teammates.
Aw, that's sweet.
Right? She just sprawled out enjoying life over there.
Aw, that's so cute. I saw my mom's dog. It only weighs like it's only this
Oh,
big. It weighs
so
like two
cute.
pounds, and he
Oh,
is the sweetest, most lovable like
oh.
little guy, and he'll kiss you to death. So he wants his kisses. But he had fun with the grandchildren because there's not little ones, very often. Like all the grandkids are bigger now. You know what I mean?
Right.
At my parents. Did you send this to my phone?
No, I sent it to on Facebook in the
Oh, okay.
messenger.
That's how slow my phone is. Yeah.
At least I think I sent it in Facebook. Well, hell, now you got me second guessing. Yeah, Facebook. Wait, where did the second one go? I thought I sent you two, but I guess not. Okay, that's weird.
I don't know, girl.
Yeah, in your Facebook messenger.
I still haven't had time to listen to Tyler's new book.
What's his new book?
What was the name? Let me pull it up. Let me see. And Keith said it was really good.
Yeah,
He
he
sent
did.
me the audio thing for it if I wanted to listen to it for free, which was nice. Because, yeah, he knows I'll give a review. Yeah, I mean, I try to. And
Right.
Chuck, I needed to give you a review for yours. Or did I?
On Amazon.
Yeah, I
First
believe
book is
that I did. I hope I did because I try to always.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, the reviews, the last several reviews, I've not been able to see. They won't show me all the reviews, the ones that have come recently.
Okay.
It's really, I'm not overly happy with that, but it is. I mean, I've got 132 reviews, so I'm doing good. The second
Oh,
book,
yeah, heck yeah. His book is called How to Suck at Poker.
okay,
And he said it's just more, it's not like a skilled kind of book. It's more fun. It's a
yeah,
more fun kind of book. Yeah.
yeah, he's an interesting guy. A couple of the things in some of his books, let's say, he flirts a little more with danger than
Well,
is.
long time ago, probably, well, not a long time ago, maybe about 8 months ago. And I says, you need to write a book about all the players. that you've actually played with, such as like their personalities. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, like Keith. I said, Keith is his own personality. He's, no, I get it. Yeah, you're right. He goes, and I have actually thought about that. I'm like, but then they would actually have to read the book to guess their character. He's like, I like that. I said, and then it would everybody be drawn to because everybody would think they're in the book. You know? He's like, true. Because that's what he does. He writes like stories
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean?
Not that she would know because she's ever read any of them, but good guesses.
I
Never
did that one. The important one.
Yes, I'm calling your ass out. Only
I
because
was
Ed did
busy.
already. Only because
I
Ed
was
did already.
so busy. But yeah, I had the whole collection. He's like, oh my gosh, you got the whole collection. Ed's like, yeah, but she didn't read any of them, Tyler. I was like, Ed.
That's so funny. Oh,
He was
God.
so happy that I had every one of his books. Then I was like just laughing. They were all brand new.
It was so funny. Oh my God, he called you out.
He goes,
So I had just for
I
the
said,
fun of
look,
it.
I'm a fan. I'm your friend. Of course I'm gonna buy your book. And he was like, oh my God. I cannot
So
believe
fun.
you never read my books. I was like, well, kinda. I just skimmed through one. He says, don't even lie. Don't even try it. I was like, oh, that was funny.
Oh, I did enjoy his book. What was the first one? Dark Side of the Felt?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one I
I
did.
did.
It actually is really good. And if
I enjoyed
anybody,
his book.
yeah, that was, and I didn't want it to end. It was actually that good where you just wanted to keep
Yeah,
guessing
it's
more.
good.
And I think the best part about that book particularly is that we've actually had guests on the radio that has told that story and it's actually happened. Like,
Oh, I'm sure the stories
yeah, I
happen. I
mean,
mean, it's
no, I mean from like back in the day where they had like where they didn't have security, but they had a gun under the table and like they have bouncers and like to protect their poker room and stuff like that. That's what kind of the book is about.
The
And
CD.
who was it, the guest that we had on that actually was
Oh, we've
like,
had several. Jeff
yeah,
Lissandro,
yeah,
Robert Turner,
Robert Turner,
Miami John.
Diana
I mean,
John. Yeah,
uh,
and those
Doyle
guys
Bronson
really
hasn't
lived
been on our
back in
show,
that
but he's
time.
certainly,
So,
Doyle
and it,
Bronson hasn't been on our show, but he certainly has stories like that I've heard him tell. I
yep,
mean, it's the seedy side of poker, unfortunately. And, I would love to say we're out of that, but we're not. I mean, look at Sammy Farhar was in a fist fight at a poker room in Texas.
and the
Like,
crazy
was
thing
that
is,
really?
Tyler's book
yeah,
was made up, but
you
it's
know,
actually really happened in real life back in the day in casinos. And
well, some of the stuff that is in his books is like things that he lived, like it's stories that, he lived.
Yeah.
Like
mhm,
on Dark Side of the Felt, some of the things in
right,
there he actually lived. And
yeah,
so it's very, it's just interesting read, and he has a good
it
take
is.
on, and the way he presents the story is good, solid, solid writing for sure. But I wish that seedy side was gone, but it's not. The stuff that's going.
But it's nothing like it used to be, from what I understand.
No,
Oh, the only difference is that there's less of it, but there's still some of
Well,
it.
there's always, yeah, but that's the thing. There's always less of it, and plus the fact, I think I think if I'd played in the early 2000s, I could have done incredible. Except I would have had a hard time stomaching the way they treated women and all this other stuff. I mean
right,
that was
right.
just there was some stuff in there from what because I've seen a little bit of it, and I'll be at the table and just do what's right and say, okay, there's no reason to be. You want a bunch of guys, using the F bomb and things like that. That's all fine and good, but don't do it with, you know, don't do it with
Well,
me.
it wouldn't happen today, but like for now, like they have eyes in the sky, so they see you before you even while you're in the parking lot now. But like back in the day, that wasn't a thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So which is super great.
It wasn't as advanced as it is now, but I'll
Mm-mm.
tell you the stories that some of my friends tell me from back in the day, I'm like, holy smokes, that would be so scary. And they're like, it's not a big deal. Everybody was doing it. I was like, oh no, I could have been there. Like the stuff I've heard firsthand knowledge from people, I'm like, I couldn't have done it. Like it'd be too nerve-wracking. Like, how can you have fun playing poker knowing that there's going to be some things going down after the game that somebody's
Mhm.
probably going to, and I'm
Somebody's
like,
probably
no.
gonna be going to the train station.
No, in
Yeah,
that case, they took him out to the desert and dumped him
right.
out in the,
Yeah,
you know, and
yes, out to the
what
desert,
I,
and you wonder
you know,
how many people's actually buried out in that
Oh
I
desert.
don't
yeah,
want
it's the stuff. You know,
to,
That's too close to Vegas.
Hollywood is on one end of the spectrum, and I don't think anything's been like that. Okay, but on the other end of the spectrum, we live in a world where we don't see that stuff. So it's really bad. It can
I'm
be
gonna have
really
to actually do some study on it and see what I can find out and see how many bodies they've actually found in Nevada due to
yeah.
gambling.
just read,
I mean,
just read anything that has to do with the Binion family.
mhm. Yes, the Binions are, oh my gosh.
Well, the Binions were supposed to be really bad.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
just
they were huge
start reading
mafias.
about the
Like,
Binions.
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know that. Okay, that's interesting.
and
Mhm.
they
I
were
knew he
actually
won one of the
the
first, you
first.
know, the
They were
poker.
the first casinos to
Just a
actually
little-
run poker games. Was the Binions?
Okay, I mean, I just knew him from that. I didn't know how he. I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, they were
You know,
definitely
all
mob
those
and
first, all those casinos were all mob, they were all started by the mob. Every casino in Vegas was started by a mob member.
Good
And
point.
so,
yep.
there is a lot of, I have friends that were like living it and the stories, I'm like, are you kidding me? They're like, oh no, you get into a limo and when you got in there, it's like four guys in there and you're like, oh God, who am I going to see? Like, like what Godfather wants to see me today? Am I going to get home from
Right?
this visit? And I'm like,
You
oh
owed
Lord.
money, or man, you didn't pay up. You can
Well,
imagine.
or if they want you to do them a favor,
Oh yeah,
it may not
oh
even be
yeah.
that you owe them money,
I don't
that they
think I'd
want
want
you
to
to do
do any favors, man. Can't do
exactly,
it. Like,
exactly. But
would
do you
not
have a
be good.
choice? I mean, did you have
Probably
a
not.
choice? I don't think you had a choice,
That's why you didn't
and
gamble in Vegas back in the day.
scary. The stories I've been told, scary. Like, I am so happy we are not there, like Chuck said, that we have progressed because even the way that some of them, like Puggy, treated dealers he was what a horrible human being. He
Oh yeah,
treated dealers
I've heard
so
stories about
horrible,
him too.
spit on them, throw stuff at them, horrible stuff.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
I
think of
would,
that lady's name. We had her on as a guest.
Oh yeah, the lady that was talking about some of that stuff. Yeah,
Terry
Yes,
or
I think
Terry.
Linda,
Yes, I
they
bet she
both of them talked
witnessed
about.
a lot of the mob stuff back in the
I
day.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
What I would guess is like a lot of the stuff that you hear, it's that the people, go outside the lines. You know what I'm saying? The people that, were smart and they just, did their thing and stuff like this
Hmm.
didn't, I mean, once people get in drugs, then they've got things to, put over their heads and things like this. The TV series Tilt, if you ever get a chance to see it, it's only one season, but it's interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised if that some of that stuff, not today, but could have happened. Okay, so it's got I forget I forget the actor he played in what was it, Kill Bill? If you ever saw that movie, remember the guy that got bit in the
Yes.
snake bit in the
Yeah.
face?
I
Yeah.
never saw.
Yeah, if you didn't see the movie, but it was a memorable moment where the snake bites him right in the face. It's not good, and obviously he doesn't live too long after that.
Right,
N-
right.
Now I did a lot of reading on the hotels that were haunted in Vegas. And that was during that time period. That's what they were saying. Like they would take people to their basement to kill them, like in certain hotels.
Yeah, there's a
And
lot of bones buried in Vegas. There are a
oh
lot
yeah,
of bones buried in Vegas because you had
yeah.
people, the mob was laundering money. And so they would, tell you, hey, I need you to help us launder this money. And, who the hell wants to do that? But you don't have a choice either. And,
Right.
some of them had sticky fingers and they were caught on camera. When you go to the mob museum in Vegas, it's so fascinating. And,
I yeah, I want to definitely
some of
see
them,
that.
yeah, some of them, they're helping in the back room and they have them on film stealing. They show you the films in the mob museum that they're
Do
stealing.
they?
And guess once they're caught, they're never seen again. I mean, that was the answer to everything, right? If you steal from us, you're never going to be seen again to detour the next one, right?
Yes.
And
I
I
would
mean,
like to
it
find
was,
like a PI investigator that investigated these crimes, and I would
yeah,
love
but
to
you
find.
had to be careful because the mob would kill you too as a
Oh, and your
policeman.
family. Yeah, and
If
your
you weren't,
family.
if you, yeah, if you didn't take if you weren't on the take from the family, that means that you weren't on their payroll, then they had no use for you. So if you were going to attack them, they were going to get rid of you. I mean,
It's
it was
crazy
scary.
that we don't have very many movies about that time period. Do you know that from Vegas like that? And I think that's so crazy because there's so much potential for, like, we all strive for those movies. Like,
Well, be careful
I've
because
heard.
there's still probably people living today that,
Hmm.
you know, could get hurt. I mean, you write some of those books, you
I
know,
agree.
it's there's still people alive today, or the sons or grandsons and things like this, or granddaughters, and it's
I agree. Yeah. But you figure that would be, they could do it anonymously. Now, we had the Duke of Fremont Street. He was a treasure hunter. Okay, so I guarantee that he dealt with so much of that too back in the day, because he was
Absolutely.
always about buying the guns and the silver and the gold, and
right.
he was out there seeking that treasure. And he lives right in Vegas. And whenever he discovered a gold mine, he parked it, and he was like, "This is where we're staying." You know what I mean? Because that's what he said. He was, and now I remember even seeing his. I thought he'd go to a car show every day or every week. And then he goes, "No, honey, those are all my cars." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like, I thought he was like, he would just run it. And then I found out it was all of his cars. I was
He
like,
has quite a collection.
oh yeah, you're talking like 20, 30 some cars, and it's like he's definitely going to be like in the museum. Like, and I bought his comic book, and anybody that's listening to me, you can still buy his comic book. And I
Yeah.
kept it in the plastic because that is going to be worth money one day.
What is his comic book?
It's a trilogy, actually. He has like 3 comic books, and it's all about Vegas. And he written them and illustrated them. Like, I think he has an illustrator, but I mean, he didn't actually do the drawing, but
Right.
and
I
he
don't,
actually owns
I
the
don't know.
printing company.
Okay.
So he owns like everything in Vegas. He owns a gun collection that he does, but the car collection was the most impressive. You're talking like mobster cars, the big Cadillacs, the big like bombers that are super shiny. Yeah. If you even Google him, you'll see the cars in the background.
Who is
And
this?
like
Yeah.
Duke of Fremont
Okay.
Street.
The Duke of Fremont Street.
And he's a very interesting gentleman. He
He
really is.
really is. He's
He has
quirky
his
as
own
hell, but he
podcast.
is very
Yeah.
interesting.
I actually signed up for the podcast. It's on YouTube, and he goes live every day or every week, or I don't even know how many times a week he does it. But he'll tell you if the price of silver's up or down, and he'll tell you why you shouldn't buy, why you should sell. what the most collective coins are. And, I mean, he's always buying and selling and trading.
And he's a really nice gentleman. Such a sweetheart.
He's a first class act.
Mhm.
First class all the
Yeah,
way.
he is a gentleman for sure. Oh, he's the old school gentleman for sure.
Put it this
And
way, Chuck. He will have fresh cut flowers on his table every single day.
Okay.
Every day. I mean, but that's just like a gentleman. That's an old fashioned, like most people never do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he lives in his big old mansion all by himself. I don't think he's ever been married. Like,
right. I don't
this,
know. I don't know his love life, but I
yeah.
don't know his. I can't
I'm
comment
gonna say
on that.
he's not married now, but like, it's just it's crazy. But like I said, if you ever have a chance to get the comic books, do it before you can't get your hands on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he owns, and they're really reasonably priced. I think I actually gave away a comic book for one of the championship game, and Keith and Stephanie won it, or Stephanie did, and they still have it. But I put mine away with my collection of coins because I want to be able to keep them in mint condition. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Right. Of course. Of course. For sure. Hey, how
And
many
he'll even
people?
sign it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And so you want to read down who's in?
We can. Have to put glasses on. I can't see. Oh wait, we better go to the lobby. Okay, IH Span with 5 knockouts, 83K is in first
Whoop,
place, and
whoop.
that's Queen. 007. I like saying the 007. Sounds like some badass chick. She is in second place with
Whoop,
36K.
whoop.
And B4H4M4 money sign $sign Brazil, dude.
All righty. Easy for you to say.
He is in third place.
Whoop,
We got Labels 12.
All right.
And Labels, she is in fourth place. We have Cajun
Whoop,
Lady
whoop.
265. And she is in fifth place. And we have the Mathmaster 001
Whoop, whoop.
is in sixth place. And
All
he's
right,
just
let's
waiting for a sneak attack, guys. So better watch out. He's coming up on the rear. Watch it.
Yeah, it's weird. I've noticed I've still got like 25 big blinds, and it was like, okay, I'm not, and it used to be I'd be, that's where I'd be spending most of the game, but on this one, it's just like, I mean, I've been
Yeah, you
playing
sit back
fairly
and
well.
wait.
I'm not, yeah, I mean, I've got other things I'm doing, I'm cleaning up, I'm getting, and everything else, so I'm not paying a huge amount of attention, but I'm not hitting, you got to hit a hand or two, so.
Yeah, you got to get the hands. So yeah.
Yeah.
But this, dude, is that a rose? No, it's a Poker Stars. Okay. Logo. I didn't know if that was a flower on his logo. It's not. It almost looks like it's a diamond. Okay, it's diamonds. It looks like
we
a
like
rose.
diamonds.
It looks like a rose. So funny. It's a diamond. It don't look like a diamond at all.
Oops, got.
I wonder what that stands for.
What's that?
B4H4M4 money.
B4.
Wait, bet B hand for my money.
My for money. Yeah, it's okay. It's something.
For
All right, we got a pot going on here. We got a pot. We got a pot. We got a pot. We got a pot. And we got a decent flop. We got a decent flop. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. 9-8 is spades and ace of diamonds.
I got suited connectors.
Nobody betting. Oh, here we go. Here's a 2,000 bet. 1/3, almost 1/3 pot. Almost 1/3 pot. What do we got? We got one fold. What do we got now?
It sounds like we have an auctioneer is what we got now.
I was going to say, he had my iced coffee. He's drinking
Okay,
my
we
iced
got a call.
coffee.
We got a call.
I
We got a call.
that
We got
was
a
what
phone. We got
happened.
a phone. But thinking lady trying to think about it, kind of cracking up in the background, but maybe she'll call. Maybe she won't. Who knows? Okay, she folds. Okay, so now we got 10
Oh, we got a
questions up.
straight
What are we
draw
gonna do?
and a flush
Nuts,
draw
queens up. We got two flush draws. Oh, nut queens checks. Got
and
two
a
checks. Ah,
soul.
boring.
Deuce. Now, yeah, somebody hitting that straight. All you need is a 3, 4. Who's got the 3, 4? Nobody.
But it,
Ace takes it, nuts, queens. Would she have an ace? What? 9, 7. Ace 7. Which kind of had a little bit of a straight draw with that 8, 9 on that flop. Except for it was hearts. See?
Raquel, did
It's
those pictures of the dog?
oh, let's see. I forgot. I started looking for Tyler's movie. That's what happened.
Oh, that's okay. I just wondered if they went through or not.
No. But it's probably not your phone. It'll probably be like 3 in the morning. It'll pop up.
That's crazy because it shows that
Telling you.
it went through on Facebook. That's so weird.
Okay, let's see.
How annoying. That's just
It
annoying.
is. I know, but that's I'm telling you, this is the new phone. Nope. Hold on. No. It's probably all the way down there. It's probably why. Don't know, baby.
what happens to these countdown timers? We got like 2 minutes to. I mean, in a game that's only 10 minutes long, and I
So
think it's not-
slow. So
This is-
slow.
yeah. Well, this is yeah. I mean, it's a
Well,
10
we actually speeded up. It was longer than that.
was it? Okay.
Yeah. And we made it into like a normal instead of like slow mode.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't slow.
Well, I mean, when you've only got 10 minutes, I mean, it you got 20 or 30 seconds max, at that much. So that's rock and roll.
I guess that's an all in, so I'll say good luck because I can't see it.
Yep. I need a heart. I need a heart.
All in. Good game.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it was the right move. I had 35%. It was the best I was going to get. So
Good luck.
okay.
Good game.
Well, ladies, I need to take off, and
all right.
I'll say a little prayer
next
for you and your
next couple
family.
weeks. What's that?
I said I'll say a little prayer for you and your family.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Take care. Bye now.
All right. Have a good night, Chuck, and I hope everything goes good. And let us know if you need anything.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Now I'm looking at posts for. Oh my gosh, what was I doing? Okay, I'm trying to find your name. I can't even find you. I guess it would help if I write your name.
Oh. Now, see, when I open my Facebook Messenger, whatever message was the last to come in is at the top. Does yours not do that?
This is not. Don't know. It's not working.
Oh, weird.
It is weird. It's this phone. I'm telling you, it will pop up like hours later.
Well, you'll see Peachy then. And you'll be like, oh, Peachy.
They asked me if I wanted to do the update, and I kept hitting no, no, no. No, yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah, because it
I'm
may
telling
fix some of the bugs you have.
you.
See
That's
if you
so
can
sad.
see. Can you see it there?
Yes. Aw. So cute.
She's all sprawled out, getting some loves from one of the tennis players.
How old is she now?
We were talking about that the other day. I think she's 7.
Oh, she's getting here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's 7. Um,
Like, I could tell Sable has arthritis already. Like, and it's so hard for her. Some days
well,
she's like
Peach,
a spring-rolled chicken, and then boom, it hits her. Yeah.
and she
If
runs
I
around with
overwork her.
these girls. When she goes forward, she's running 1,000 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden, when she gets tired, boom, she just lays down. And I told Natalie, I said, you need to bring a doggy bed for her so she doesn't have to stand that cold ground, right? So when Natalie sent me those pictures, I said, where's her doggy bed? And she goes, no, she wants the cold ground today, Mom. The doggy bed's about 2 feet from her. I was like, okay, she has the choice, because in
Yeah.
the winter, they play in the indoor courts in the winter, and that ground
Oh.
is cold,
Well, then she takes her, and then she's not by herself.
Oh, yeah. And then she gets loves all day long from all the girls when they come in for practices, when they have private lessons or group lessons.
That's
So
sweet.
she's so spoiled, believe me. One of the girls' mothers made her a doggy bed. I mean,
Aw,
she's
that's so
spoiled.
sweet.
It is. And it's good. And it's good for them because you've got these young girls that left their home in another country. They came here, they have broken English, they don't know any of our, what's going on here, like our nor how we live or whatever. And so it's kind of nice they could curl up with her and pet her and, get some comfort in that. So it's good.
Absolutely. Dogs do that for you.
Yeah, and they miss their pets, they miss their pets too, so it's good for them. And she loves it. And then Nally comes home
Oh,
like she's passed out, Mom. She'll be asleep till tomorrow. She'll get up to go pee and late in the evening, but she is
Boom! Boom! Boom!
out go the lights.
way to go, baby. $736.
Yeah, good job.
I swear, like yesterday was such a great day for him for poker. He cashed too big, 2,600.
Woohoo! Go
Yeah,
Ed J.
I'm telling you, he's not just like cashing; he is like rushing. First
Killing
place,
it.
second place, first place. It's like, oh my
That's
god,
awesome.
it is. Yeah,
That
the
is
Ed's.
awesome.
People don't like know, and everybody see me posting, posting, posting. Ed studies every single day.
He's been
And
working
puts in
hard on
work.
his craft.
Yeah. So I'm excited when we get to Florida, what's gonna happen. It's gonna take it
That
down.
is awesome. I
It'll be
love it.
fun.
Love it, love it, love it. Hard work is paying off. I love it.
I know. So I even told Keith this, okay? So, and I even told Ed, but I think Keith is wrong, but I think Phil Hellmuth will be there. He was actually helping advertise that event. We might miss him because I don't know when the main event is going to take place, but I think that he would play in the main. And,
Right.
but I'm pretty sure he's going to
I'll,
be there. And it'll be really, really cool
I'll
if
tell you
we
in a
get a
minute.
chance to meet him.
Nothing would make me happier
I'm telling you, I would be so epic to meet him. Just even get a picture with him. Just us. We're gonna like be like, I need a selfie, please. And
Right?
I'm sure he's
The reason
nice,
why I was looking is because I thought he had listed where he was going the next couple of weeks on something I read some.
Oh,
Let me see if I could find it. I
okay.
was reading something somewhere. I don't remember where, but give me a minute to look around. I swear to God, he had wrote like where he was going the next
I hope
couple
it's
of weeks.
there. And Dave, your friend Beckner, he plays at the Hard Rock, and I'm wondering if he's going to be there for that event.
Who's that, honey?
Beckner, he's always on Facebook. He was one of your Facebook friends. He's in our
Oh,
group.
yeah, Buckner.
Yeah,
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 he'll be there.
he's at the Hard Rock. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it'll be fun to finally meet him. And I mean, he's a good player too. Oh, like, man. So it'll be fun
yeah.
if we get a chance to see Phil. Super fun. Oh,
Where did I see that? That's gonna make me crazy
good
now.
game, Cajun lady. Good game, babe. Fourth place,
I
babe.
saw it somewhere.
Well, hey, baby. Hey, one time, daddy. Oh. I'm off the 10K.
10K. How many bounties you get? Nah. Good game. You still had a good night. Yeah. Way to go, babe. Wow.
I can't find it. If I find it again,
Okay,
I'll
let me
make a
know.
post.
Yeah, because I think it would be so much fun to meet him. As long
Yeah,
as he
for
don't,
sure.
as long as he don't burn the Hard Rock down. That was
Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue.
I know that was such a bad joke. How about the
Bite
whole
your
thing?
tongue.
Okay, with Will Smith. Okay, no lie, I watched the whole Globes live. Okay, Ed's in the room in here. He's playing poker, and I'm in the bedroom watching the Globes. I want to see it. Right, I want to see the best
The
actor,
Oscar. The
the Oscars,
Oscars.
and he says, "You didn't tell me that Will smacked the shit out of Chris Rock." I said, "He didn't smack the shit out of him." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And here, the cameras went blank. And here's me with my remote
Oh,
trying to fix it. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And I thought it was my TV.
oh,
And
they blacked it
then
out.
when yeah, they sure did. And I said, "Oh, I probably missed a good part." And sure enough, I did. I missed the whole freaking thing. So of course, when I got to re-see the video, and I laughed, I'm like, "Oh my God, that's what happened." Like,
They should
I'm
be
so
ashamed.
mad.
Will Smith should be ashamed of himself.
I agree
Honestly,
because he has so much more class than that to get up and hit a
he should
host
be
like that.
so ashamed of himself. We have
It
so
no
much
lie
business in
though, it's
the
just
world.
funny, and I really thought it was set up, and I thought it was, like, part of, like, where they didn't tell the producers and they just did their thing
I
because
still think
the way
it was
Chris Rock
I think it was planned. I still
yeah,
think it was
because Chris Rock was standing there with his hands back like, "Come on, bud." Like, yeah, I mean, he wasn't
and
anybody comes up to you and was gonna be like this, your first reaction would be your hands up,
right.
right? Your first
He just
reaction.
stood there.
He didn't, and that's what made me think, and they says that was like a movie slap because he was like this, like, dramatically, wasn't like, "Hey," you know what I
Well,
mean?
let me ask you this. What man who's going to defend his woman would go up there and instead of punching the guy, slap him? Come on. Really?
That's what I think it
No
was
way, dude. No way.
and there's so much talk about it, and I think that's the funny part. I mean, he
It's
apologized because I think people were like, "What the hell just happened?" And
he should
it's
be
funny.
ashamed of himself. there's so much violence going on in this world, and you are a multi-millionaire, and this is how you act on live TV.
The funny
Shameful.
thing is, he was laughing about the joke. He thought it was funny.
Until he saw
And
his
then
wife's.
until he saw his wife's reaction.
And let
I
me
think
say
he could
something
have
to you.
just stood up and be like, "Excuse me, that wasn't appropriate."
Let me
Yeah, he
just
could
say
have said
something to
something
you.
like that.
I didn't even know she had alopecia. So I
I
didn't
didn't
even know it. So maybe
Yeah,
Chris Rock didn't know.
that's what they're saying, that he didn't know. There
Maybe
was
he
no way
didn't
for him
know.
to know.
I didn't know. Did you know?
No. And you know what? That's what I said. Well, maybe people need to start talking about it.
And
Like,
guess
bring light
what?
to it, you know.
Chris Rock has been making jokes about Will and Jada for 20 damn years.
That's what I said. You know, he's one of those open comedians. When he walks into the stage, he will look at the crowd and he starts one by one. Like,
And nothing is sacred.
what
And
can he go in his head as fast as he can of making a joke? Like,
he
that's
talks
what
to,
those
he
stand-up
makes white
comedians
people
do.
jokes, he makes Mexican jokes, he makes
Yeah,
gay jokes,
black
he makes
people, yeah,
straight jokes, he makes all kind of jokes. And that's what
yes.
it was, a joke. And Will Smith, a fellow comedian, should be ashamed of himself for acting like that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I really just look staged, but I think the producers were so pissed off. If it was staged, they're just pissed
Right.
because
And
it was uncalled for.
I do think it was staged, which makes it even worse in my opinion.
Yeah, they
Because
probably thought it was going to
we
be
can
funny, and then it wasn't.
right,
Yeah,
because
I
now
mean,
you have the topic of alopecia, right? Alopecia.
right? Because
As that,
everybody's talking about it now.
right. But here you are. Either you can't say, hey, I'm defending my wife and the fact that she has this disease, and you set this up. Like it's a bad look all the way around. Like it's a bad look. Like
I
it's
agree.
so bad. It's
Ed
disgusting,
thinks,
whether it was on
well,
purpose
Ed
or,
thinks too that Chris Rock and his wife have a past. Like
oh, and they
they're
may. I don't know. They
And
may.
that and that's just why, because she rolled her eyes like it will, like, mm-mm,
And they
wasn't
may,
funny.
but you know what? She has slept with who? I mean, they've had an open marriage. They have bragged about an open marriage for at least 10 years now.
Mhm,
And she was having an affair with a rapper not very long ago, right?
right.
So I mean, like, uh, like you want this moral compass,
I
but
know.
yet this stuff is pretty shady and not a good look, but it's okay. But a joke about, her hair loss, which, I don't know if Chris knew. I didn't
I
know.
bet.
So
Yeah.
it's
A
possible
lot
he
of people
didn't,
didn't know.
and so I don't think Chris Rock, I've never heard him make fun of somebody ill before, with a disease or something before. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
that's why I don't think he knew.
Like, if somebody had cancer or something, he wouldn't be making a joke about it.
Right. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never heard him go like that. To me, that's low. But
He
honestly,
just got he just stood there and he's like, "Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me." And I was
yeah,
like, but
why
like
didn't it
I said, I
hurt? Like,
watched it live and I didn't see any of that. So when Ed's telling me that, I said, get the heck out of here. Here's me on social media. I'm going, what? What just happened? I'm trying to Google it because I know it's going to hit the press as fast as it can go. And I actually was following him on TikTok live at the Oscars. And I thought, no, the Oscars aren't going to put that up there. Like, they even turned the camera off.
yeah,
And then
no, I
it
didn't
cut
watch.
to the
I
part.
don't watch any of those reward shows anymore. It's a shame because I used to love it, but I don't like the politics involved now. They've
Girl,
just made
oh my
a shit show.
gosh, it was so good.
Disgusting.
We had the first deaf guy win an award for best actor for one of like he won 4 awards actually. And
Awesome.
I mean, just amazing. Like you would never saw that before. Yeah, I mean, ever. Cobra or Coda. Have you
I
seen it
don't know.
yet? I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it's one for Emmys. You're gonna want to see it. It's on
Yeah,
Netflix.
I don't know that one. Is it
I
Cobra
mean,
Kai?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, it may be Cobra Kai. I've not seen it, but I've heard good reviews about it.
Yeah.
Maybe Cobra
Well,
Kai or something like Cobra Kai,
well,
something like
that's why
that.
I like watching it because I want to see if it what movies did I not watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not watching those shows anymore.
And what's
I
her
don't
name?
hear when I
Queen
watch those
Latifah.
shows,
She
I
came out
want to hear
rapping, girl. You
I
missed
want
it.
to hear about the dresses and I want to hear about the
Yes,
movies and the actresses. I don't
yes.
want to hear somebody's stupid political views. No,
Actually,
thank
there
you.
was no much. Well, maybe one or two little skits
No,
of some of the
the
people.
three hostesses were talking about the bill that was recently passed in Florida because I saw a highlight of that. So they
Oh,
opened
okay.
the show
Well,
with politics.
yeah, they did a little bit, like I said, but they were
And I don't want
actually
to hear
pretty funny. They were
I don't want to hear it.
hilarious. They did such a first class like opening, and they hosted the show really good. But I loved those.
Good.
Amy,
Good.
you know. Now Queen Latifah, okay, she came out, they were singing, and they only have about 3 singers that come out and sang. But Queen Latifah just started walking down the aisle. She started rapping. That was probably the best performance of the whole night, besides
I
Will
love
getting like slapping him and Chris Rock and the whole. And then
I've
when
been
Amy
a
come out,
fan
Amy's
forever.
standing there and she goes, "So what happened here? Anything happened while I was gone? Anybody?" And everybody started to giggle in the audience. She says, "I didn't see anything." She says, "I don't know what happened out here." She says, "But I can tell something happened out here." Like that. And then somebody fist bumped her, like, girl, everybody knew, you know what I mean? But she
Yeah,
was
because they're trying to
acting
hide it. The Oscars are trying to hide it.
like, and
They
she's going,
blacked out the
"I don't know what
screen.
happened here, but I can tell there's something in the air." It was
It's so
hilarious.
wrong on so many levels. It's just disgusting.
Well, I put a joke on Facebook. I put, what did they find on Chris Rock's face after they dusted it?
What's
Fresh
that?
Prince. Fresh Prince. It's wrong, but it's funny as shit.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my god. But
Yeah, I put a
I
bunch
heard
of
that one
memes
on the
up
radio.
yesterday.
I heard that one
I
on the
put a
radio.
bunch of memes up yesterday. There were some good memes about it yesterday for sure. It was
I know.
hilarious. Some of them were
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
Mike Tyson's going to be the host next year.
Jason, my friend Jason. Okay. Don't play angry. Let me read his because you're going to die laughing. He had a movie. Uh,
How many folks we got left in this game?
2. Their heads up.
Oh, perfect. Because I'm going to need to go here in a minute because I got a tournament tomorrow.
You must have had
I
to
need-
beat off a lot.
All right. Let me see where to go. Where is this? Next year's host, Mike Tyson. Okay.
I just said that.
One little fight, and the wife lost hair. And Chris said, "You better slap Chris, or I'm having an affair." Okay, that's not that one, but oh my god, where's
Jason.
more? Oh, I got one little fight. My mom got scared and said, "You're moving into your aunt's and time to go into Bel Air." Oh my
There's
god,
been
there were
some
too
brutal
many
things.
jokes. Yeah, but the one that said about him with the Fresh Prince.
Of American men to get this part.
Wait, there, I had to shut that off. Oh my god, so funny. But I mean, the jokes were endless, super endless.
Yeah, so were the memes. They were
Oh,
cracking me up. Let me repost these memes. These things are hilarious.
it's funny, so funny. Oh, okay, we want to know whose heads up. IH spam and the B4H4M4 money.
Why don't you screenshot it so you'll have it?
Yeah, let me pull up. Hold on. We can screenshot it and then just send it over to him. Now he's in Brazil, so, and hopefully he's part of the Flophouse because we don't know who he is. But IH Span is IH Span. Jason. Okay, that's Jason. He's made it into the championship. All right, so we're gonna send that on over to Keith. Save. And no, that still didn't pop up yet, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that my thing needs to be updated. And I didn't do it.
Yeah, maybe it'll work out some of the kinks you have going on.
It's a damn phone. It's the new phone. I hate getting a new phone so bad.
It's so annoying.
I know. Well, I shouldn't say hate. I don't ever say hate. I dislike it. Alright, there. So what time's your game? When's it start?
I have to go take some pictures because the Omaha tournament starts before the women's tournament. So I got to go up there and beat traffic and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to get up and get dressed and get out the door.
Are you playing?
I am going to play tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going to play the ladies event.
Good. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And that was a great idea to put that your information because I'm telling you,
I
people
thought it would be.
forget.
Yeah, well, and I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to give them an actual printed copy of one of their pictures. I'll have it mailed to them. So they'll get a print
Yeah.
of one of them. So I thought
Well,
that'd be
people
fun.
like to use it as their profile on Facebook. That's what is so nice about it. I mean, I
Right.
can't tell you how many people has taken your picture and used it for a profile picture. So that
Oh, I
says a
know.
lot.
And it makes,
Yeah.
well, thank you. And it makes me happy. Like, it just
Yeah.
makes me happy when they use my pictures for their profile pictures. And
Well, I
so
think I
they'll be,
like this at you. And what was so funny is I see Tyler, one of his pictures, and he was like that with you too. And I just laughed. I was like, that's cute.
yeah, it was cute. I like that one of him.
Yeah.
I do. I like that one of him.
Mhm.
So I just thought it would be fun for them to have a printout so they can go on and download it, like normal. But then I'm gonna mail them a copy of of a picture. So
Is
it'll be fun
Susan
for them.
playing in this event?
Yeah, she'll be there, and
Good.
I don't know who's gonna. With it's tricky on Wednesday, right? So I don't know who's coming tomorrow, but we usually have a good turnout. So Little Kings and Queens does such a great job. Mike Neal and
They do.
the whole crew over there, Nathan and and Tyler,
I
Nelson,
know.
and they
Yeah,
all
they
do
sure do.
a
And with
and
your passion for poker is all like you have to have that or else it just ain't gonna fly.
right,
You know what I mean? And they have
right,
it. And
yeah,
I think
and it's
that's what makes
really
the poker room so much fun. And
yeah,
it
and
is
it's
fun.
really a family. Like I feel like I'm family when I go up there,
And
and
you're not
most
just in one
do.
room like the lodge. You know, when you're at the lodge, you're in one big giant room.
Right,
When you're at Little Kings and Queens, you're all over the place. You can go play
it's
cash, you can go
cozy,
back
and
and
it's
watch
cozy.
stream. There's so much going on. And then you got the tournament room, you got the food going, so you can eat, you can do the music. I mean,
It
it's an
has a lot to.
awesome,
Yeah,
yeah. My friend
has a.
Jim, Donkey Jim, that come and met us when we were there, he went just, I think, like 2 weeks ago, and he messaged me, guess where I'm at? I'm just pulling in. I was like, oh,
Awesome.
so he's been back.
Good.
Yeah. So I know that he's found a place there, and he, to feel comfortable enough to go back, and that says a lot. You know, I
Right.
mean,
Right. Yeah, they're doing a good job. They have it figured out, and it's awesome, I just wish it was closer to me. It's just such a long drive for me.
a little over an hour, huh?
About an hour and 15 if there's no traffic in Atlanta. And you know how our traffic is.
And if anybody wants to know how that traffic is, watch the new Spider-Man because it is filmed right there in Atlanta. And you will see it. And I'm not even exaggerating, or you inch. Like,
There's a
and,
lot of traffic. And we
and
have
there's like
like
what,
8
six
lanes.
lanes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say there's a
The
whole bunch of
like
lanes.
there's 8 lanes and it's still bumper to
Now,
bumper.
Pittsburgh's like that, okay, but Pittsburgh, okay, so you have 3 lanes over here, 3 over here, and 2 going down the center. And everybody's either going around another bridge or underneath or up above or just straight on that road. So whenever you're in Pittsburgh, you have to be constantly watching to the left and to the right, like because all cars are merging and they might meet over here, and then somebody's honking the horn like you wanna. And then you're trying to get to the tunnels.
Crazy.
Okay. And my daughter-in-law, when our Sam was in Pittsburgh and Children's, we talked because she just gave birth to him, and we talked her
Right.
into going home. I said, "You have to take care of you." Yeah. And she did not want to leave that hospital. And we're like, "Baby, you don't have a choice. We're making you." You know what I mean? We talked her into it, even though it was against her thing. I said, "Look, if something happens and they're ready to take me to surgery, we're going to get you back." She goes, "We're too far away." I says, "You don't worry about that. Let us worry about that." And second she got home, they called. He's going into surgery. How fast can you get here? We were like, holy shit. I mean, we literally just walked in and set the keys on the
Right.
table. We're like, of course this is happening. So flew back over to her house to go get her. We go in and we're going through the tunnels and it's bumper to bumper to bumper. One of these deals. It's rush hour. And I said, "Sweetheart," and I'm in the back seat and I'm panicking and I'm trying to be calm for Chrissy. And I
Right.
says, "Put your window down, honey." She's okay. She puts her window down. I squeeze out the back and I hang out the side and I said, "Stop!" like that. And I stopped every car that was jamming into there. I said, "No." And then the guy stopped and he pulled to the side, so it stopped the other traffic. And then Ed said, "Ed hit it." Ed hit it. We flew right through the tunnel. And I think they probably thought she was in labor, like
Right.
because she was
Right.
in the front. But everybody stopped. I mean, like,
Thank God.
because they can see me how panicked I am in the back seat. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And we just want to be able to have Chrissy see him
Be
again. He
right.
didn't make it through the surgery. You know what I mean? Because his chance of survival through that surgery was slim to none. And it was it was everything that we had in us to get her through there. And then when you go into Children's, you have to go through a checkpoint. Nobody's just allowed to walk into Children's.
Right.
Everybody still had the stickers on them. And we talked, and I as soon as we got there, I looked at the security guard and I went, "We have to run. We have to go now." He goes, "Come on, come on, come on." And he waved us through as fast as we could. He said, "Come on." And he even hurry up and hit the elevator door for us. He's like, "Come on, come on." Because I think he knew, you know what I mean? Because the panic on my face trying to get her to run through there. And as soon as we made it up there, the doctors were all there just pushing the baby out of the room. So, I mean, we literally within
Make it.
minutes, and my son was there by himself and he's just sitting there crying. And I was like, "Come on, we're going to pray." I said, "Do we have a minute to pray?" He's like, "Yes." So we all just, even the doctors prayed with us. It was very sweet. It was
Touching.
just one of those moments of like, you just never want to live again. I promise you.
Absolutely. But thank God that miracle baby made it.
He did. He's definitely a miracle.
That
You went, I
miracle
mean, I
baby.
think he was in surgery maybe 5, 6 hours with
So
almost
much.
9 surgeons in there.
so
Nine.
much.
And I remember I'm going, who's the main surgeon? And the guy looked at me and goes, I am. And he was like 23 years old. I just looked at him. He goes, I get that look a lot. He goes, but I'm telling you, I I was in college by the time I was 9 years old. I was like, okay.
He was a regular Doogie Howser,
He definitely was. Smart little whiz.
right?
Crazy. But I just remember looking at him, so freaking young.
Well, ma'am, I need to hit the hay. I've got to
Yeah.
get some things done, and when I get up in the morning, I got stuff to do before I can head out. So I need to get a good
All
night's
right. Well,
rest.
good luck. I hope you take it
Hopefully,
down,
you'll
girl.
see me on the live feed tomorrow night.
Yes. I'll watch for it. All right, honey.
All right,
Have a good night.
everybody.
All right. Good night.